Moose is in the house. Moose is in the house. Watch out. Watch out. Here's Moosey.
Hey all, how's it going? Hope you're doing fantastic. I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking, as per usual. Hope you had a good weekend, a good week even, as it were. When's the last time I streamed? When I strammed? I don't remember. Was it? No, it wasn't that long ago. We did the art stream during the day randomly. Was that like a Friday or something? No, Sunday? Was it a week ago? I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore. All my days are blending together. I'm either working like nonstop or I have the day off and I'm spending it training. So I'm just like, my brain is shot right now. Anyway, hope you guys been doing good. I've been doing good. Last Wednesday, that makes sense. But yeah, today we got the end of DXBL Season 4, the beginning of the end of the longest league I've ran. It's like, Christ, I don't know, like almost, well, we're over a year now. It'll be like a year and 3 months by the time it's over. But tonight we're starting with lightweight, rank D and rank C. And then I believe, when am I able to stream next? Let me look at the calendar real quick. We're probably just going to do it Mondays from this point on. And then if I stream other days will be different things. Just so people know that, like, oh, it's Monday. We got the DXBL finals going on. No? I think that makes sense. I think that's okay. It's a good way to do it. But yeah, dude, like, I keep talking about it, but it's been really hard to commit to, like, making videos and stuff in the last little bit. Because I am just, like, obsessing over the fight. Those of you who don't know, I have a boxing match coming up in June, and basically literally anytime I'm not working or not streaming, I'm like either working on like combos and like game plan stuff in my brain, or I'm at the gym actively working out, and it's been kind of an obsession. I'm not stressed about it, but it's just been very, it's been all-encompassing, as it were. So it's been hard to like sit down and like really work on video stuff, and to try and get my mind out of the match is the only thing that matters in my life right now, other than like, you know, family. I've started like jumping back into game dev stuff to try and like just have a second thing to focus on, because, you know, it's kind of tough otherwise. And hopefully I'll be able to start showing off some work in progress stuff of the game once I don't even need it to be in like a good spot. I just need it to be like marginally functional as I'm working on stuff. Right now it's literally just like boxes within boxes. And yeah, so that would be very cool to release a video game at some point, because, you know, you have free will. You're allowed to do whatever the hell you want in this life, in this existence. You can be 35 years old and get in a fight, a sanctioned fight. You can decide, I'm going to start game dev. You can do whatever the hell you want. And what I want to do tonight is I want to play some Monster Rancher. So let's get it on. We got 2 brackets to get through. We got an 18-man bracket and a 24-man bracket. So decent amount of fights tonight, but will not take a million hours. We're all gonna get home to our families at a decent time tonight. I have 2 monsters in today's tournaments. I gotta find where Chiquita Yeet is. Chiquita Yeet is in rank D. He's up first. Also, Heel Slime. I saw you said howdy, and in my brain, I was like, oh, I said hi, but I didn't say hi. So, hi, Heel Slime. Hope you're doing good. But yeah, it should be a lot of fun fights tonight. These are like all the top cuts of each rank, so, you know, there's no slouches. It's a slouch-free zone. Seeing the stream notification reminded me to upload my Centaur. Yeah, Nero's in it. You gotta get your shit together. Chiquita Yida. Okay, Chiquita Yida and Rip the Whip and Mana La Prancha. Special K. Okay, so this is basically everybody I have who is still in the tournament. Okay, cool. I think Special K is out. But either way. So, our first match of the night. The bracket is live if you want to check it out. It's there. We got Nero and Wet Paint up first. Not Nesso. So thank you, Spinda, for the good luck. Wet Paint is mono, right? It's Ivory Wall. Hey, Comrade Bob, welcome back. How you been? You guys were doing pretty good the last couple of tournaments. All right. So Nero, most recently making headlines by appearing in a short where he got obliterated. But he's here. He made it to the finals. So let's get into it. Do we have time to go slow motion? I don't know if we have time to go slow motion. I think we have time to do bets though. Let's get some predictions in. If we were ever gonna do predictions, it would be now. Predictions live, make your bets. Been pretty solid. My Canadians are killing it in the playoffs. Yeah, I haven't actually watched much of the playoffs. I've been kind of zoned out on like all things sports related outside of boxing lately. I'm so proud of my dumb glass cannon boy making it this far. Yeah, he's doing pretty good, all things considered. All right, what do we got? 4753 people liking wet paint, not we paint. But we are gonna go full speed because we gotta get through 2 brackets today. All right, first off, smash, a little bit of damage. Smash again. The needle stabs misses. Spike bite. Wet paint not landing. He needs to be landing if he wants to win. His opponent only has 100 life. One hit will do it. Any knock will do. Misses it though. Smash combo. Gonna take it. Game 2. Here we go. The Atlantic Division Series have been absolute cinema. I'm happy for you. Oh, okay, spike bite. We're going to game 3. And the triple beam's the big miss. The death thrust is going to land. Will it do enough damage? It does. Nero's moving on. They're all moving on. Wet Paint's in losers. He's not out of it yet. 2-1 for Nero. Next up, we got Uni and Lady Death. I gotta look up who Uni's monster is. Because I'm not gonna be able to find it. Sec. Uni belongs to Shinganoni. And Lady Death. So Pixie and Pixie. We got a Pixie fight. Almost a cat fight. Prediction is live. Who do you guys like? We got max skill on Lady Death. Just tanking it. Uni with a little bit more offensive presence, though. 400 skill, not going to be that big of a detriment considering its opponent has, you know, 1 speed. too many things in my pockets. There we go. What do we see on the bets? 87% on Lady Death. Here we go. People liking the Pixie on the right. High kick. Good chunk of damage. Flame gonna hit. 60%. High kick gonna miss. Death Final. The big Death Final miss at 57%. Giga Flame at 65%. That's gonna miss as well. Smoked with a flame. Lady Death takes game number 1. Game 2. Here we go. Ooh, Giga Flame, big miss. Death Final. It's gonna be it. Lady Death takes it 2-0. Yeah, it's Monster Rancher. The preamble taking longer than the match is classic. Alright. Chiquita Yida versus Nero. Nero and Lady Death, the only 2 monsters who didn't have a bye. So we get to see Nero again. Interesting matchup. Prediction is live. We got 2 speedy mons. One's got no skill, but one's got no life. So he only needs to land the 1 attack. And Chiquita Yida doesn't have a lot of life either, so Nero doesn't have to land too many big hits. It's tough to say who's going to win this. Thematic on the attacks? Yeah, and that last one for sure. Alright, what do we got here? 71% on Nero. People liking the Centaur. 36 on Boomerang, though. 1 in 3 chance, baby. He hits it. My monkey is 1 win away from advancing. Smash combo, miss at 33. 30, that's the other 2 in 3 chances. I was gonna say, and now Boomerang is guaranteed to hit. Misses at 39%. Nero's still in a pretty good shot. Triple Stab's gonna do a good chunk of damage. 232. Slap at 34, misses. Both have 40 guts. The Thwack is gonna miss as well. Smash combo again. 9 seconds left. Chiquita Yida still in this. Misses the smash combo 1 more time. 2 seconds left on the clock. A Boomerang. It misses. Nero's gonna take game number 2. Game 3. Here we go. It all comes down to this. Boomerang 36%. It lands. Oh, he grits. He's still in it. But he needs to survive. He needs a KO here. Triple Stab's going to do a good chunk of damage. Ooh, that's a lot. Gives him power. Power's not going to matter too much. He only has to do 1 damage. Hits another Triple Stabs. And no grit. Nero takes it. A lot of crits there. Nero's in it to win it. He wins that one 2-1. Garlic Bread and Cyclops up next. GG, GG. Yeah, fun matchup. It's funny to have like 40% chance to hit with 100 skill. Like, that's not too bad. Alright, next match. Here we go. Do you like the Garlic Bread? Classic tank. Classic goat tank. And then Cyclops, another speedy boy. We've seen a lot of speedy boys. Maybe that's why they're in rank D. Maybe that's why we're in the dregs right now. %73% on Garlic Bread. Here we go. Phantom Claw opener. Pretty good chunk of damage there. Thrust Claw again, miss at 71. The big scratch miss and the Ice Bomb miss back to back. Twister Claw at 89 is going to miss. Damn. Garlic Bread having a little bit of trouble landing hits. Lands the 1 Ice Bomb, though, is in the lead. Cyclops arguably having much worse chance to hit. Or much worse, you know, having a much worse time, as it were, hitting. Because missed the 90, missed 3 70s. Garlic Bread takes game number 1. Phantom Claw again. 2 in a row. Waited a little bit this time. The stab miss at 44. That would probably be game ending. Combination misses there. Another Phantom Claw. Playing it safe. He's like, I'm tired of missing my 70s. Oh my god. He went into the 70s and lost it again. He keeps losing it there. Another Phantom Claw. It's the only thing that's been working. It's the only thing that's been working. Hot Wax is the only sanity that's left. Hits the combination, and then a Twister Claw to finish him off at the last second. Cyclops wins game number 1. Or game number 2, sorry. We're going to game 3. Here we go. Thrust Claw lands it. A little bit of damage there. Bite 46%. Twister Claw missed at 90% for the second time. Garlic Bread forgot it's a tank. Does not want to get hit. A lot of Slash Claws. Garlic Bread in a little bit of trouble here. Misses the stab. And probably a good play. The Thrust Claw gonna take it. Cyclops, despite all odds, ends up taking that. God did not want him to win. And he said, I'm gonna win anyway. You forgot that I'm him. Verdant and Clover up next. You're here for your child? Welcome, welcome. Still got to make another Tiger and Kato someday. Not sure which format. They're both fun monsters. The high crit chance on their builds is really cool. It's the worm, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's get another prediction going. Who do you like? You like the wall? Do you like the worm? Worms and walls. Verdant been really good. Verdant being in rank D is kind of crazy to me. He's got a good shot to win the whole thing, I think. 76% on Clover as it closes down. Here we go. Ooh, Tail Lash, tiny bit of damage. Ray, gone with the Anton Chigurh beam. Game number 2, here we go. Somersaults, good chunk of damage. Angry. Look at that mono guts rate fly. Almost as fast, like same speed as the worm normally. Gets grit. He's still in it. Tail lashes, or 2 lashes, I should say. Worm's loadout is very, very accurate, but it's not doing a lot of damage. Bite, good crit there, but gets hit with the spike stabs. Verdant gonna take it. 2-0. Next up, Bartholomew's and Jacobert. Bartholomew's. This one. That's not the J. This is a J. Alright, so more of the Wormy boys. This is super tanky, too. Honestly, the minus skill build here is going to really pay off because he does not have to worry about missing that much anyway. Okay, so let's start a prediction. Who do you like? Taking 200 points out of skill and putting them into defense to become ungodly tanky. And then only relying on extremely accurate moves. Pretty good idea. Jacobert does have a lot of interesting stuff it can pull off here, though. Life drain, really big. Tons of withering. So, you know, not being able to dodge is going to be a pain in the ass. It could go either way. But I do believe, as the bets 84-16 say, Bartholomew's is the favorite here. Hits the face drill. That's about the most damage he can expect to do. Jab combo, we're going to do a little chunk as well. Another face drill. Down into the green. 60 guts deficit, though. Bartholomew's in a really good spot here. Somersaults at 90%. 226 and 2 lashes. Just like that, he's in the lead. Down 20 guts. Another face drill can do a good chunk. Not enough to kill, though. Gets real, though. It's time to get real, brother. And then he found the grave. Game number 2 coming on up. Reggae on silent? I heard it. It's on. Unless I don't have it feeding to you. Yeah. It was on. Here, I'll play it again. The background music's real quiet, my bad. We're back to... Should be okay now. Anyway, Plant wins game 2. Let's go to game 3. Why was my desktop audio so quiet? Here, we'll play it a third time. Yeah, there we go. You got it. All right. Game 3, lifesteal. A little bit of damage. Didn't actually do that much, though. The somersault going to take it out. Damn, look at that. Jaka in a little bit of trouble here. Power face drill, though, 233 damage. Gets real. Fury, so many battle specials. The face drill is going to land, but it did no damage because his reel has worn off. Look at that, 382 damage. He couldn't get the kill before reel wore off. Didn't get to use Fury, but it didn't matter. Very, very close set, though. 2-1 for Bart. Weenie and Lady Death. Weenie being down here is kind of crazy. Once you see what monster it is. And then Lady Death. Okay, prediction is live. Who do you guys like? Game music covers it? No, it's on a different channel. I literally just had the audio too low on the channel it was on. That was a real shame. It was a real shame, right? Who do you like? Do you like the Naga or do you like the Pixie? Damn, people are liking the Pixie. Maybe this is you know, this is her home. This is where she lives. In rank D. Naga doesn't know what it's like to be down here. Flame. It's like how I have an advantage going into my fight over a lot of the other guys from my gym because I got smoked in the face and like had my cheekbone cracked like a couple of months ago. I know like the absolute worst case scenario. It's not going to get worse than that. They don't know what that feels like. It's because she's goth? Ah, that's fair too. Weenie barely takes game number 1. The high kick miss at 87% into the turn assault. Well, the Naga wins. You guys bet against them. That's crazy. Oftentimes the fear of pain is worse than the actual pain. I don't know if that's true. Spoken like someone who hasn't experienced the pain. It's true if you're like ripping off a band-aid. Not so much if like you're getting permanent eye damage like no, I dealt with. Okay. Our first double tank fight where it's like, you know, standard tank builds and no one's trying anything cute. Prediction is live. Fear of death is worse than death, but fear of death is also valid. Also true for like cat scratches. Yeah. All right, what do we got on this one? 80% on jam and jelly. People liking the monkey. Haven't you always wanted a monkey? Roll assault, big damage opener. Anaphylaxis with the triple stings. Boomerang gonna be enough to kill on the crit. He grits though, he's still in it. Punch not gonna be the play really, but yeah, whatever. What do I know? And then he gets slapped, that's that. True for things that don't hurt? Yeah, that's a good point. Thinking about getting hurt is often worse than getting hurt by a thing that doesn't hurt. I see you. It's a good point. Fear of death thrust is worse than death thrust? That's like the perfect example of that not being true. The monkey's gonna take it. Four-sided, Dicey, and Hobbs. A lot of apes, eh? Wait, I don't know if four-sided Dicey is also an ape. I know Dicey is an ape. It is, okay. Hey, made of fire. Thank you for the raid. Welcome, welcome. We're playing a little bit of Monster Rancher. We're doing some tournaments. Hey, thanks for the follow. Friendly fire is a pretty good raid message. Okay, let's get a prediction going. Do you like the ape or do you like the cat? Also, I don't know if we have any Gidris in this tournament, but he will look like a fucked up plant monster due to me forgetting to change his sprite back, or his texture back. Yeah, Hobbs is still in it. He got top 12, I think. Did he get top 12 in the last tournament, or did he get a bye? But anyway, welcome. I'm Moosebones. I stream almost exclusively Monster Rancher and Monster Rancher related accessories, as it were. Today we are starting the finals of a 1.5 year long tournament, what do you call it, league that we've had going on. Tonight is the first night where we will crown champions, and then for each weight class as we move up over the next couple of weeks, we will be crowning some more champions. So if you know anything about Monster Rancher, welcome in, and if you don't, I will do my best to explain it. It's not that complicated. It's just goofy. It's Salty Bet, if you've ever watched Salty Bet, except with little guys that people in the community have created themselves. 84% on Hobbs. Here we go. All right, Hobbs got an 11% chance to hit on that Ice Meteor. Not very likely. 1% on the Ice Wave. Four-sided Dicey. Extremely hard to hit. Monster Rancher, my beloved. I've been considering trying to figure out how to get them working. I want to do Evo. I mean, Monster Rancher 1 and 2 DX are available on Steam and Switch and mobile, or iOS at least. Everything else, use an emulator and you're good to go. The slaps. We got tournaments for Monster Rancher 2. The Tasty Banana, he misses, but the slap was enough. Hobbs hit a 26% chance, by the way. But yeah, we got tournaments all the time for Monster Rancher 2. Monster Rancher 3 has a monthly tournament. 4 used to have some stuff, not so much anymore. Ultra Kaiju Monster Rancher has stuff happening all the time. Also, yeah, if you like Monster Rancher but haven't been in the know for a while, there is a crossover with Ultraman that came out a couple years ago where you raise the monsters from Ultraman, the Kaijus. It's literally just a Monster Rancher game, but very sick. Heading into PvP in this game, I played this game 20 years ago and just bought it last night on Steam. If you want to know, !YouTube. I literally have like 50 plus videos on, you know, each of the different monsters and what they can do, what they can't do. Also, it wasn't enough. Couldn't do it. Dicey gonna take it, even though a very close tournament. You can also join the Discord, !Discord, to know when stuff goes live. It's not even just me. Everybody posts whatever tournaments they're running in the Discord. So if you're into Monster Rancher 3, which I haven't personally been running, if you're into Ultra Kaiju, whatever, you know, you can check all that shit out. Gotta go die? Well, I appreciate you tuning in. Very kind of you. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for throwing some folks my way. It's Mochi and Dirty Myrtle. It is Mochi. It always is Mochi. Is it a built-in feature in the game? Ah, yes. So, kinda. Here, I'll show you real quick. It takes like 2 seconds. And by 2 seconds, I mean it's going to take like a minute for it to load. But on load, you go here, you go versus mode, and then you choose a freezer. You choose a file, and whatever monsters you have frozen in your freezer get uploaded to the cloud. So I'm going to choose this one, because this has my monsters that are fighting tonight. And then, you know, it takes 8 eons for it to load. But then after that, your monsters are on the cloud. They can be searchable by anybody. And then we just put sign-up forms up. They're like, hey, I'm running a tournament. What's your monster's name? What's the breeder name? And then make sure it's uploaded by the due dates, and then you're good to go. Frozen monster has been registered. All right. Are you able to control them? You can only control them with another person if you're playing locally on the Switch version. All the tournaments we do are AI versus AI. We've had a couple of in-person tournaments. I held a couple. This is the first year in 3 years I'm not hosting something at Combo Breaker, which is like one of the biggest fighting game tournaments in the world. The last 2 years we've had a bracket there where people would like raise monsters in advance, and then, you know, we would have a tournament in person. I've got, you know, footage of the top fours of that shit on my channel. I made it twice. One other person made it twice. It's only the two of us that have made it both times. I made it last year with my boy, the illustrious mid to low tier Nighton. My boy, mwah. Me and him made top 4. You gotta love that. Everyone else is playing ultra top tier garbage. Nah, it's cool. It's cool. Anyway. Prediction is live. Who do you like? Do you like the regular ass Mochi, or do you like the big Mochi, aka Zilla? How do you get into PvP in this game? I play this. Oh, sorry. I saw you said that on YouTube as well. My bad. Yeah, the part that's up to players just building the stats and attack loadouts. Yeah, for the most part. It's really just you're trying to mitigate your monster from making stupid decisions. That's the most important part. So if there's an attack that's bad, don't get that attack. If you only have points in power, don't go get an intelligence attack that like scales off of a different stat that you haven't invested in, like that type of stuff, right? And then, you know, there's some stuff where it's like 90% on Zilla, by the way. There's some stuff where it's like, well, I have to take into consideration what slot my monster is going to be in most likely. A good attack in slot 1 is more valuable than a good attack. Like a good attack up close, right where they are right now, is more valuable than an attack far away or in the middle, because they spend most of the fight up close, or walking forward rather. Also, the gigantic Mochi cannon into slap finisher, best of both worlds. Headbutt, maybe Mochi's worst attack, like bottom 2, but he's stuck with it. He can't get rid of it. Licking is Mochi's worst attack, probably. But, you know, he's making it work. The headbutt, it's not enough. The 1-2 thrust. Good, good. But yeah, if you are just getting Monster Rancher right now, you joined at a pretty good time, because we are in the middle of doing this big community mod where everyone's able to participate. Like, nobody's being turned away from it or anything like that. It's not like only certain people are allowed to contribute. Where we are adding every monster combination that doesn't currently exist in the game. Like, for example, Centaur Zilla didn't exist previously. But someone made that, like, a skin for it. And then through coding, it was added into the game as its own monster with the stats you would expect from that combination. It's not just a reskin. It plays like you would expect that monster to play. Very cool. And if you love Monster Rancher and you're like, oh, I love Monster Rancher, I always wish there was like Hair Dragon or something like that. You can make that shit now and put it in the game, and everyone can play with it. Mochi's either the lowest of tiers or the king in the arena. There is in between. It's usually the the former, but yeah. Okay, prediction is live. Who do we like here? We're going to go up to winner semis, and then we're going to run through all of losers. And then we'll have a top 8. There's exceptions, though. Some attacks are worth it for withering, irrespective of the intent or power type. Withering, you can find attacks that have good withering that aren't intended to be withering moves. You're right, yeah. They usually, the best withering attacks are not attacks that just constantly, like, kill your opponent's guts. They are attacks that do a lot of damage or are really cheap or accurate and also do some withering. Like, a marginal amount of withering on a move that is good otherwise is better than a move that focuses on withering most of the time. Anyway, Cyclops won game 1, and he won game 2. Okay, that's it. And, nobody bet on him, so... yeah. You guys all lost your money. Cyclops, moving on to winners semis. Verdant and Bartholomew's up next. Monel has a lot of those, yeah, and it's kind of necessary for him because Monel has such a slow guts rate, right? That with like long animation time attacks, even with a little bit of withering it does, he still ends up like super negative. Like his opponent has way more guts than him by the end of the animation, so he needs that just for it to like to stay in the fight. Okay, prediction is live. Who do you guys like? God, YouTube analytics are so fucked up now. I was like looking at like daily views and whatever today, and it now includes your posts in your daily views. So if I make a post that says like, hey, I'm streaming tonight, and it gets like 100 views, that is now like included in my views for the day, which is like stupid because that's not monetizable. So it's completely out of whack with like I used to be able to be like, oh, I got this many views, so that probably equals like this amount of money or whatever. And now it's just a nightmare to try and figure it all out. Why are the stats mostly identical? So this is the lightweight format. We play with a couple of different stat caps, so it's not just everybody with max stats, because that's kind of boring. Everybody knows, everybody who like plays competitively can make a max stats monster. It's not, it's like a very cool thing to do, especially if you're like playing casually. It's like awesome to like hit that benchmark and be like, I've done that, I've done it, I've finally maxed out a monster. But for competitive play, it's super boring because, you know, everybody's the exact same. So we play with some stat lanes, and this is lightweight, which is maximum 1400 total. All your stats combined equal 1400 total. These monsters have about 1900 total, and that's because lightweight also has a stipulation that you can get points in your intelligence for free up to whatever your power is. So if you have 400 power, you can get 400 intelligence for free. And that way it allows for a variety of different builds where it's like, for example, you have Golem, and you really want to use Earthquake on Golem, but that's Golem's only intelligence attack. And so you never, ever get to see it used because, you know, what, you're going to invest all your points into intelligence and then have nothing left over for power. In this format, it allows you to get a little bit creative and run some mixed attacker builds. Lightweight does have a decent variety, I do think. There's also a stat stipulation here where you can't have a single stat above 500. So that's why, like, this is basically the cap here. We have other caps where it's, like, higher and it's a little bit more loosey-goosey. This one's, like, pretty restrictive. But it's interesting. It forces you to, like, work within parameters. But yeah, you can see here, big skill here versus low skill here. Bartholomeus has really accurate attacks, so he's hoping to run into other tanks, which, you know, Verdant is. And, yeah, we'll see how that works out. 48-52, pretty even. Bite, little chunk of damage. Second one misses. Hits the flattening. The second flattening. No withering on regular-ass flattening. As we were talking about earlier, look at how much guts Bartholomeus has now. That's going to be extra damage. He's going to take less damage in the future. He doesn't even need to worry about that, though, because the 4 lashes, going to take it. Game number 2. Here we go. The somersaults, 81%. Good chunk. The ray zaps him in the head. A lot of withering on that one. He's going to hit him again. Damn, another minus 30. So he just lost like 60 guts. So he's going to have a hard time getting back into this. He does have a much faster guts regenerate than his opponent, but wasn't able to like actually swing anything big. Game number 3. Here we go. The folks said it was going to be close, and by golly, it's close. The flattening, not what Verdant wants to see right here. Or Krautow, rather. I guess about Verdant is the monster. He's doing what he wants to do. Tail Ash, good chunk of damage. The crit, oh, wins it on the crit. Does not give him a chance to attack. Does not give him a chance to get power. Do not pass go. Do not collect the $200. The worm is moving on to winners semis. 2-1. Weenie and Jam and Jelly up next. But yeah, to like further iterate on the idea of like, why do so many of the builds look the same? Well, we've been doing this for a while, right? So we kind of have a strong understanding of what a good baseline is. And then you'll see things like this, where like Jam and Jelly's build is a pretty good tank build. You just max out your power, you get high life, you get high skill, and then that, you know, gives you high accuracy, gives you a lot of survivability. Weenie is taking that and, you know, changing it a little bit less life, putting more points into defense, which allows for a slightly different stat loadout, allows you to like lean on your monster's form a little bit. If your monster's fat, they have more inherent defense. If your monster's skinny, they have more inherent speed. So this way they get a couple of bonus points out of defense that they wouldn't get otherwise. Everybody liking the Naga in this one. Guys, I don't think it's going to be that close. Or that one-sided, I should say. Pierce going to do a good chunk of damage, but not really a lot. The slap can finish it here. Yeah, it does. Jam and Jelly wins game number 1. You're here? Welcome, welcome. You are here. That's right. Wherever you are, you're there. Wherever I go, there I am. The thwack, the thwack. Into the boomerang. Boomerang gonna do enough. The crit kills, but he's got grit. He can do some huge damage here. He's got a ton of guts. The triple belly punch. Gonna beat that monkey's ass. We're going to game 3. Hey, Maui, how are you doing? The roll assault into the yellow immediately gives him power. He's going to do double damage now. The belly punch. The crit belly punch. 6 times damage. Oh, energy shot. It wasn't 6 times. It's 3 times. What am I talking about? Energy shot finisher. He makes it. You guys are lucky. But Weenie is going to take it 2-1. 4-sided Dicey, and it's Mochi up next. We got more monkeys. And the only Mochi in the tournament. Alright. Speedy Monkey. Prediction is live. Who do you guys like? Mochi with the 500 skill, though. Going with a little bit less life just to make sure it can land all its attacks, or most of its attacks at least. 4-sided Dicey in a little bit of trouble if he gets hit. Hey, Big Waloo. Thank you. Thank you. 44 months. That's almost You know, already know it, man. That's almost a year. That's crazy. All right, what do we got on the prediction? 93% of the Mochi people loving the Moch. 30% Moch cannon. Let's go. The Thwack lands. I may have overhyped the Mochi's ability to land attacks. Angry Headbutt misses. It has the same amount of guts as his opponent. Mochi Ray gonna miss at 47%. Four-sided Dicey's guts, or yeah, guts correction from being the second slowest guts rate monster in the entire game. Really helping him out here, pulling down that Mochi's accuracy quite a bit. He's got the Fury, he's got the Thwack, he smokes him. Need to see Mochi go all the way? That's fair. Mochi winning the whole thing would be thematic for sure. Oh, hits the Mochi cannon, he grits it though. Four-sided Dicey still in it. He needs a KO here. A slap, gonna do a good chunk of damage. 2 in a row. Mochi doesn't really care about the withering, and if he gets withered, there's a good chance for him to proc anger, which, you know, is just good for him. 1-2 thrusts, he lands it. We're going to game 3. Also, four-sided Dicey is a tiny little baby monkey. He's not fully grown. Hits the slap, good chunk of damage to start things off. Misses the second one. Slap of his own. 2 in a row. Another slap into the yellow. And another one? That's it. Mochi making top 8. Alright. The Mochi does it. Multiple consecutive regular punches. Oh, I got hiccups all of a sudden. Alright, so in winner's side, top 8 right now, we got Cyclops and Bartholomew's. We got, so that's Kato and Worm. And then we've got Weenie and Mochi, which is Naga and Mochi. That's about as, like, lopsided as it could be. Alright. Dirty Myrtle and Wet Paint. We're in loser side now. So now we've got the victory road run. Every loss now is an elimination. That's it. They will no longer be in the DXBL4. So it's do or die for every single monster here. Okay. Predictions live. Who do you like? Do we like the whale? Do we like the wall? What do we got? Monol is like the stronger monster overall. But, you know, that hasn't really mattered that much. %91 on Dirty Myrtle. Here we go. Freaking Zilla's giving me the chills. It's putting you through the car wash, too. Damn, the double car wash? That's the... what do you call it? The presidential. Hits him with a charge. Tiny bit of damage. Not enough, though. He's going to need something a lot bigger than that. But he's been withered. Needle Stab's going to be the play here. Hits the crit. Knocking up, though. Knocking up such, like, a bizarrely good tech. It doesn't look like it. It's so much better than its numbers would make you think. The bubbles. Again, bubbles been the answer so far. And again, goddamn, wet paint. He knows the wet paint's weakness is to make it wet again. Not giving it a chance to dry. It has strong confidence? It does. The triple bubbles? Oh. He's getting withered so badly. The flattening. He's still in it, but I don't know, man. Dirty Myrtle knew exactly what it needed to do to survive. Actual, like, optimal play. Dirty Myrtle takes it 2-0. Jacobert and Uni up next. So about that statement on withering. I mean, it helps if your opponents can't dodge. And they have an extremely slow guts rate, like Ivory Wall. Bubbles specifically does like a decent amount of damage. I don't think you can use like a worst case scenario where a monster who is not built to dodge and is not built to regen guts loses to withering and be like, Proves withering's good. Prediction is live. It's like me saying, like, I don't think, you know, a toddler could hit a home run off Ohtani, and you're like, I don't know. And then, you know, Ohtani throws the ball from like 6 inches away so the kid could hit it, and then, you know, nobody picks up the ball and lets him run the bases. Like, he did it. He did the thing, but it doesn't really disprove the point I was making. 68% on Jacobert. People liking the plant. Seed gun miss 60 or 73%. Gets smoked with the fire. He's in the yellow. Jab combo doing a good chunk of damage there. Lightning, it kills. We're going to game 2, just like that. There's some irony there, getting bubble bath from a monster named Dirty Myrtle. That too, yeah, for sure. Meaning the planets align for that moment? Oh, yeah, I know. Yeah. For sure. Having, like, a withering attack, as long as it's not just for the sake of having a withering attack, if it's, like, a good attack, in a format where you're going to be running into a lot of tanks, is usually, like, a pretty okay option. Took me 20 years to complete this game, and I did it with Dana. Always a treat to see Pixies. They're kind of rare in competitive play. But we got 2 tonight. And the face drill, just like that, we got 1. We got 1 tonight. Oops. Yeah, Dana, pretty good casual monster. Kind of a short lifespan, but other than that. Hobbs and Dirty Myrtle up next. Can Dirty Myrtle make the entire run? Dirty Derek, that's the... What? This also looks like a... Is this a... Weird. It looked legit. Alright. Predictions live. Who do you guys like? I want my Dirty Shrimp to keep going, but I don't want to knock out the Pixie. That's crazy. What? I'd want to knock out the... What? I can't think of a monster I would be like... Oh, it's okay if my guy loses. Like, I always want my guy to win. I guess in the same breath, I am always okay with losing too, though. It's fine. Not the Bubble Bath Brutalizer. 76%. Hobbs has a little bit of speed, though. The Meteor. Huge damage to start things off. Gets Vigor. It's not going to do anything. Tidal Wave misses. Hobbs in a pretty good spot. 1-2 straight. Will do enough? No, 105. The second one misses. He's still in it. Headbutt 73%. Tail Lashes is 73%. Need a crit here. He does not get the crit. It wouldn't have done enough anyway. Would have been close, but not enough. He would have been about 20 life left. Ice Wave. It hits. Hobbs takes game number 1. I like to sing shit tiers advance deep. I don't think Pixie's too bad in lightweight. I mean, it's probably the only format it's like not awful in, other than, you know, welterweight or whatever, but... The Frantic Rush, it crits. Dirty Myrtle will not go down easily, though. 11 life, hits the Tidal Wave. Oh my god, we're going to game 3. Dirty Myrtle trying to make that victory road run all the way from losers round 1 to the finals. Misses the Ice Meteor. He's like, I know your shenanigans. Here come the bubbles. Up 30 guts. Misses the headbutt at 72%. In a pretty good spot regardless, though. Hobbs goes for the double slaps. A little chunk of damage. Then knocking up at 64. That's going to do a big grip of damage. He's got power. Double damage here. This is more than enough. 666. 1 life left. Both these monsters fighting for their league lives. Whoever loses this goes home. And he gets hit by the punch combo. Hobbs wanted it just a little bit more, I think. And that's going to be it. Nuke the whales. Gotta nuke something, brother. Alright. Hobbs takes it. Anaphylaxis and Lady Death. Here we go. Okay, predictions live. Who do you guys like? Bath Time Bandit can't hurt us anymore. I mean, I suppose that's true. But losing is hurting in a sense as well. So who's to say, you know? All right, 66% on Anaphylaxis. Here we go. Ooh, the Hidden Sting, good chunk of damage there. The Bolt's gonna land. Heal Raid, huge damage, gets angry. The punch hits. Flame. Hidden Sting. Anaphylaxis takes game number 1. Game 2, here we go. Ooh, Hidden Sting, big chunk of damage there. High kick. Claw Assault, a little bit of damage. The Flame. Death Final? He grits it though, he's not going down. It's hit with Pixie's biggest attack. Still in it. The high kick though, boot to the face. That'll finish him off. Game number 3, here we go. I'm starting to understand why there aren't more Pixies around. Pixie is unfortunate. A couple of monsters in Monster Rancher 1 were unbelievably powerful, and Pixie was one of them, and they got, like, overcorrected with their nerfs in Monster Rancher 2. Plant, Pixie, Ghost, all extremely powerful in Monster Rancher 1, and in Monster Rancher 2, it's just not the case. Oh, he gets real? Anger, that's not going to do any damage. He's still in it. Huge, huge real proc there. Tanks it, makes it happen. Did I miss a 99 when I was explaining stuff? Anaphylaxis going to take it. 2-1. Real Hidden Sting was cool. Not like a fake Hidden Sting. A 91 and a 99? Damn, dude. What, 1 times 10? 1 in 100 chance? 1 in 1,000 chance. Back to back. Clover and Jacobert up next. All right. Let's get a prediction in there. Let's get a prediction in there. We got Clover, we got Jacobert, we got a speedy worm, and we got the only plant in the tournament. Plant does have some very accurate attacks. Clover does not have a lot of life. I think both of these monsters will be landing quite a few moves. Clover will have to do a lot of damage, though. 93% on the worm. Here we go. Seed gun opener. 120 damage off the hop into the face drill. That's game 1. Holy. There we go. Game 2. YouTube has some really weird algorithm. I was here looking for something to watch and didn't see you live. I wouldn't even know you were on until I saw him on Twitch. Yeah, I know. YouTube was weird. It's like showing like 20 people watching, 0 people watching. 20 people watching, 0 people watching. Like, vacillating. So I don't know, like, if there's something wrong with YouTube right now, but... But yeah, what else is new, you know? Clover gonna take game number 2. We're going to game 3. The worm and the plant. The seed gun missed this time. Tail Lash, miss at 97%. Holy, and 94. Oh my god. Okay, he lands the 90. He lands the 90, but robbed. Tail Lash doesn't do that much damage, so he would have been okay. He would have been living, but still, it sucks to see if you are a Worm fan or a fan of just numbers working the way they're supposed to. If you're just a fan of numbers, or, you know, you bet on the Worm, which a lot of people did. All right, Garlic Bread and Chiquita Yita up next. Garlic Plus. I gotta fight a tank, eh? Yay. Okay, prediction is live. Oh, this is a crazy matchup. So I think Crit Ice Bomb can probably kill off the rip. Do about, well, maybe not, do like 150 damage, I think. Stab can probably kill off the rip. Garlic Bread has to be like Spanakopita's little sibling. You tend to be a fan of numbers working. It's nice when math works, yeah. All right, 90% on the monkey. People are liking the monkey. They have always wanted a monkey. Boomerang 76%, a little bit of damage there. And again, but Garlic Bread with the huge... Oh, man. I'll grit one of these days. Whack, good chunk of damage there. 1-2 miss. 1-2 hits. Pretty good damage. The Boomerang, a little bit of damage there. Bite gonna land. Misses the second one. Misses the Ice Bomb. Chiquita Yita still in it, but just hanging on. Bite, good chunk of damage. She's got Power Slap. 227 damage. The monkey got angry. But he didn't get angry. He got powerful. Game number 3. Here we go. I'm probably numb to the funny monster names, but hearing you announce those names on my second monitor having chuckling. They're good names. Chiquita Yita is my guy. So, of course, I feel a way about him. 1-2 miss. The scratch miss as well. The Foolery, it's not going to do much, but, you know, slow down Guts regen for a little bit. The scratch attempts. The combination miss. Chiquita Yita in an okay spot here. Garlic Bread can still steal it away. He's got some big moves. Thwack hits. 8 seconds left. The bite misses. Another thwack at 64%. It's going to land. Chiquita Yita beats the tank. GG's GOAT. Why must we fight? 2-1. Garlic Bread is a champion. Garlic Bread is a very good monster, yeah. Verdant and Hobbs up next. We're now playing into top 8. It's really crazy how little damage Boomerang does against tanks. Like, it's nice to have something accurate, but it was just like, damn, this shit does nothing. Hope for power, hope for thwack. Other than that, I don't know. You're done. Okay, prediction is live. Who do you guys like? And yeah, I wouldn't say I'm numb to funny monster names. Like, I'm a big aficionado of funny monster names. If you've got a good name, like, that's better than your monster doing well, IMO. Has Plant ever won in DXBL? No. Plant has done well historically in some other tournaments, but it's never won anything in a DXBL, I don't think. It might have, like, won weeklies. Like, tournaments that exist for ranking, not the overall tournament. Ice Meteor miss. Flattening, hits the second one. The Ice Wave, 57, he hits him with the Piss Icicles. Nah, cannot land it. Flattening, down to the green, and down to the yellow, he's flashing. He can proc power, he does proc power. Here come more Piss Icicles, big damage there. Tries it a third time. Misses that one, though. Next hit wins for both these monsters, more or less. Other than, like, maybe slaps won't do it. The Ray misses. 2 seconds left on the clock. Another Ice Wave. Hits him for 200 damage. Hobbs on the buzzer beater. There we go. Nuclear and Flower Trip are the most successful I've seen. I think Flower Trip is, like, consistently the most successful, yeah. Which is a power, heavyweight plant, or, what do you call it? Queen plant. The knock misses. Open up. It's real. Misses the punch combo, though. The double slap's going to miss at 66 as well. Flattening misses at 60. 10 seconds left. Hobbs is running away with this. Hits an Ice Wave to finish her off. 4 seconds left. Even with the grit, I don't think he could have made it happen. Hobbs is going to take it. He's still in. Pretty good tank killer build on Hobbs. Which breed has won the most DXBLs? I don't know. Here, let me see real quick. We don't have... I have a whole channel called Winner Circle on my Discord, and I, like, am really bad at updating it. So in the first season, we had Phoenix win lightweight, we had Dayton win middleweight, and we had Undine win heavyweight. And then I don't remember what happened in season 2 because I forgot to write it down. And then in season 3 we had Joker win lightweight. We had Gaboo win welterweight, which, you know, we didn't run it this year. We had Dagon at the big boy win it in middleweight. That's a Golem. And then we had Son of Lumpy, who's a Jill win heavyweight. So no repeats, but I gotta figure out who won season 2. I think I had art made for... Might have just been season 1 I had art made for, but that shit got expensive. Anyway, hold on, let me get my Windows all set up again. I was checking out Discord. Gonna lurk, still hard to breathe. I'm glad you're doing better. It's a good show. How you doing? Or Dro, I should say. I got a friend named Show who's got a very similar name, screen name. How you been? I've seen you. I've been lurking the Diablo stuff. I haven't played much D2 lately though. Split the data versus tanks and speedy mons? It depends on the rank, but yeah. Nero and Anaphylaxis. Okay. Get some predictions in there. Man, I can't tell you how fun it is to just fuck around with game dev again. It's like I've been thinking about it, and you know, I've had a little bit of executive function about just like thinking about like I should work on the game and then just not doing it. But whereas with like the video stuff lately, it's been much more, I don't feel like putting the energy into making a rundown right now while I'm like focusing on the fight. But as soon as the fight's over, you know, we've got some fun stuff coming out. Centaur Durahan, yeah, he's sick. So there's no May Rancher rundown, but there will be one for June. There might be one for May, but I don't know if I'm gonna get it done, to be completely honest. Like, I've started it. Also, we got 74% of the votes on Anaphylaxis. The stab throw. We're going to game 3. Yeah, with the fight coming up, I don't feel the need to put any pressure on myself to do like anything else. And then until I get this one fight out of my system, and then, you know, I can start working on some other stuff. Oh, hits the hidden sting, but he grits it. He's still in it. Next hit wins the claw pinch at 40. He misses it. Smash gonna land, and no grit. Nero gonna take it. 100 life, but he survives. Nero takes that one 2-1. Four-sided Dicey and Jacobert up next. Still waiting for boxing documentary. I think I'll end up making a little short video on it. You know, depending on how I feel. If I lose and I feel like really pissed off or whatever, then like, you know, I might just not want to work on it. But we'll see. Okay, prediction is live. Who do you guys like? I had a dream a couple of nights ago about the fight, but there was nothing in my dream. In my dream, it was like it started at the end of the night, and my coach was like, "Oh yeah, you lost." And so like there was nothing in the dream about the fight. There's nothing in the dream that was like, "Oh, you like you got knocked out or whatever." It was just like, "Yeah, better luck next time." And that was basically the whole dream. And so I was talking to my coach about it. I'm like, it's so weird that like I had this dream, like laughing about it, but, like where I just, it was like, yeah, you lost. And then I woke up and that was the whole dream, nothing more to it. And he was like, well, like what happened? Like, how did you lose the fight? And it's like, no, that wasn't part of the dream. Like the dream started at the end of the night. And he's like, oh, well, your brain can't even comprehend you losing. So that's a good sign. I don't know if I want to put that much stock into it, but, you know, I am pretty confident, so. The thwack. He's do a jump low in my fight? Nah, I'm not going to be doing that. There's a lot of goofy shit I may try if I think it's going to work, but jump low is not one of them. Oh, we see the tasty banana. Banana. Five seconds left. Jacobert up 1-0. Monkey needs something. The plant doing pretty well. Subconscious confidence. The banana worked. It worked, but it didn't work enough. The plant moving on to top 8. Jam and Jelly and Chiquita Yida. We got a monkey fight. So, even with the monkey losing, we could add 2 monkeys in top 8. We're guaranteed to have at least 1. Prediction is live. Who do you guys like? Okay, yeah, the banana did not work in the sense that he won the game because he ate banana. Yeah. It healed 60. It's not nothing, but pretty close to nothing. People liking Chiquita Yida. Here we go. I'm liking Chiquita Yida. Hopefully, you know, it pays off. Doesn't want to use his big move right away, though. Ooh, big thwack there. 2 in a row. Hits him. Does it proc power? It does. Jam Jelly has to watch out now. Boomerang, the crit boomerang, huge damage. He's on grit. The slap comes out 67%. Chiquita Yida takes game number 1. Love the YouTube videos. Help me finally beat the 4. Hell yeah. Well, welcome. I still think I've seen Banana actually activate and do its healing like twice in 30 years. It's very unlikely, yeah. It's the it's the most inaccurate move in the game. There's some qualifiers to that, but, you know, that's basically it. Mike Brongus, thank you for the follow. The thwack misses. 20 seconds left on the clock. Chiquita Yida needs to land something. Thwack hits. Good chunk of damage. The boomerang, it's not going to be enough. But it is a start. 3 seconds left on the clock. He needs to move forward. Ooh, the roll assault. Time him out. We're going to game 3. Come on, Chiquita. I believe in you. You can do this. Roll assault miss. All right, already better than last time. The thwack lands. Already better than last time. And then the slap. Slap of his own. It misses Chiquita Yita up on guts. Up on life. Down to 4 life. Jam and jelly. Still has a chance to win this. Thwack gonna land. Good chunk of damage. A thwack of his own misses at 62%. Roll assault at 30. Big swing, big miss. Boomerang 74%. It's gonna miss. 6 seconds left. Another roll assault. 1 second left on the clock. Chiquita Yita feels like just running it out. Chiquita Yita makes top 8. Very tense match. Because my guy was involved. That's why it felt tense. Need more Big Banana? So, on the original Chiquita Yita, he did not have Boomerang, and he had Big Banana. And it was so fucking bad that after the stream was over, I went and rebuilt the whole monster. In the test battles, it was just such a nightmare. It was so awful. Alright, we're in top 8. We got Cyclops and Bartholomeus and Weenie and It's Mochi. We're going to play through all of winners and then all of losers and then grand finals. Big Banana is such a fun move. I think it's one of my favorite moves, like animation-wise. It just, you know, it's not there. In other formats, I think it's got more value, especially like welterweight. As like a round opener for 27 guts. Like if you can just instantly win, then that's fine. Like, because welterweight has a ton of monsters with 1 HP running around, right? So if you can on match open, swing a move that's like plus 19 or whatever, that's pretty good. It's just, you know, the problem is what comes after. It's a lot of guts to spend to do no damage. And a very, very long animation time. Which, you know, Ape doesn't have good guts regen, so it puts him super far back. It's way worse than it seems. 100% on Cyclops. Here we go. Twister Claw, good chunk of damage there. Somersault's big miss. Another Twister Claw into the green. I was gonna say yellow, but I don't know my colors apparently. This is the Tail Ash at 41%. Cyclops being pretty evasive here. What's he got? Another Slash Claw, 75%. Gonna miss. Bartholomew decides it's time to get out of the way. Hits a Tail Lash, but then gets hit with Twister Claw immediately after. Going to game 2. This is not an elimination match. This is on winner's side. Slash Claw, a little bit of damage there. Thrust Claw, good chunk. Bite misses. 2 Lashes misses. Thrust Claw. And Slash Claw. Bartholomew's tanking it, though. He's still in there. 2 Lashes misses at 36%. And the Thrust Claw to finish him off. Cyclops just cannot be touched. (2-0) for the cat. Weenie and It's Mochi. This match has an obvious favorite, but I have a feeling the bets are going to go in the opposite direction. If you're looking to maybe make some channel points here, betting on the Naga might be the way to do it, because I think he's going to be an underdog in bets, despite, you know, not being an underdog statistically. Prediction is live. Who do you guys like? (50-50) off the hop, eh? Let's see what we get here. Yeah, people heeding my advice, but Moshi still has some it's got some fans. 63-37 as it closes. That doesn't even, yeah, that does add up to 100. I was going to say 3 plus 7, that's not 10. Mochi Cannon, 82%. Okay. Okay, the big crit. Game number 2. Here we go. Why'd he build defense? I don't know. Yep. Okay. Mochi wins it. That was a set. It's just that easy. I needed to hype up the Naga, or else no one was gonna vote for the Naga, you know? Alright, Cyclops and It's Mochi. Winners finals. Crazy to say. Cyclops is a good monster. It's Mochi is like fine too. Like there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, you know, Mochi is not historically the type of monster who, you know, wins tournaments or does things. Tis Mochi. Milady Momochi. Should have bet on the Mochi. Well, now's your chance. Can he do it again? Predictions live. Who do you guys like? A new Mochi meta? A new American Mochi? We got speed, we got tank. Tale as old as time. Tale as old as time. 97% on the Mochi. Holy shit. People are believing. People, they got a favorite. 83% as it closes. Here we go. 37% on Mochi Cannon. It's not the 80% that was in the last game. Thrust Claw, a huge crit there for more than half Mochi's health. The Twister Claw doesn't finish him off, but it's very close. 1-2 thrusts at 56. Cyclops down to about 50% HP. It's Mochi needs to dodge something though. Slash Claw 79%. Doesn't dodge it. Cyclops wins game number 1. Game 2, here we go. Twister Claw, a little chunk, gives him anger right off the hop. Thrust Claw, good crit there as well. Mochi hit headbutt though. Got a huge amount of guts, swings a second one at 43%. Twister Claw gonna finish him off. So many crits. That's it. Cyclops, moving on to grand finals. Guaranteed, if nothing else, to get second place at absolute worst. And now, we got the rest of the top 8 to run through. Hobbs and Nero. Every match from this point on is an elimination. Nice to see Mochi in top 8. Yeah, he's been doing real good. Okay. Predictions live. Who do you guys like? Mochi Revenge Arc starts now. I mean, he's guaranteed third place at worst. So that's very good for him. Bronze Mochi. At worst, he can still win the whole thing. 78% on Hobbs. Here we go. I think Nero's who put Hobbs into losers in the first place, right? Death Thrust. Ooh, big damage. Hey, Zap.
Wish me luck at Combo Breaker. I'm like weirdly nervous this year.
Hey, Zap. Well, good luck. You playing Tekken 8? Best of luck, brother. There's no Monster Rancher for you to beat me in this year, so... Going for Tekken? Sick. The one whose name sounds like horse isn't the horse? Hobbs sounds like horse? I guess. Suppose. It's okay, there's always next year. Yeah, some things gotta change about America real quick before I'm crossing the border again, but yeah. It was four-sided dicey? Oh, okay. Alright, we're going to game 3. Alright. Shit. I knew he lost to someone with a lot of speed. Hobbs gonna take it. Well, Nero, congratulations. Made top 8, 7th place. Jacobert and Chiquita Yida up next. Okay, prediction is live. Who do you guys like? A 100% on Chiquita Yita. People are liking the monkey so far. And that means like 2 people like the monkey right now. People are afraid to vote for the plant. How the match has been going tonight? They've been super fun. Been a very good night. All right. Everybody voted for the monkey. Well, I won't let you down. Boomerang, a little bit of damage. And again, ooh, big crit there. Face drill 51%. The miss. Pretty important miss, all things considered. The thwack at 64 doesn't finish him off. Jacobert could still win. Seed Gatling. He tries it. Face drill 48. Going to be a good chunk of damage. Chiquita Yita still in there, though. Boomerang looking mighty nice at 76%. It misses, though. Jab combo going to land. Not going to do enough damage. 3 seconds left on the clock. Both monsters can swing. Slap. Slap's going to get the KO. Holy moly. Dodges it to the 70 to win it. Game number 2. Here we go. Jacobert feeling himself now. Jab combo misses. Slap can do a little bit of damage. Second slap. Third slap. Jacobert has a huge amount of guts now. Misses the jab combo. He can keep swinging if he wants. Missed the seed gun. The slap is going to miss as well. Chiquita Yita getting back into it. Plant combo doing a lot of damage. Doesn't give him power. Boomerang crits, though. Damn, we're going to game 3. Every match down to the wire, right? Here we go. Elimination match. Someone's going home. Boomerang misses. Face drill 50%. It's going to land more than half Chiquita Yita's health into the Seed Gatling. That one misses. Thwack at 66%. Good chunk. Jacobert still at about 60% health, though. Another Seed Gatling at 35. Misses that one. Slap at 69. Chiquita takes the lead, but at what cost? Hit a face drill immediately after. The plant is moving on. My monkey. My poor monkey. Missed so many 70%. But that is how she goes. The plant wins it 2-1. All right, Weenie and Hobbs up next. It's okay. I have a much worse monster fighting later tonight. I think if we want to get done on time, I'm probably not going to be able to run predictions for all of the next bracket. But we'll do it for, you know, top 8 or whatever. Prediction is live. Who do you guys like? $60-40 for Weenie. Here we go. The quadruple slaps miss. Hits the thwack. A little bit of damage there. Pierce miss at 63. Ice Meteor. Good chunk of damage. Ice Wave 2. Hobbs kind of running away with it. It gets hit with the Pierce. He doesn't have any guts left, though, so he's got to just dodge everything from this point on. The belly punch going to take it? Yeah, Weenie. Getting grit with like 80 guts is not too bad of a situation to be in. Are we doing all lightweight tonight? Nah. I'll take me till like 3 in the morning, which is not happening. Hits the ice spikes. Ooh. Weenie still living, though. Missed the thwack. The double grit. Pierce can do a good chunk of damage. A lot of withering. Ice spikes. Gonna land. We're going to game 3. Turn Assault, big miss at 57%. Ice Meteor going to land again. Gives him power, though. Hobbs needs to finish this quick or he's in trouble. Hits the double slaps. It's not enough. Another Ice Meteor. That'll do it. The evil has been defeated. Hobbs moving on. Hobbs wins it 2-1. All right, Bartholomew's and Jacobert up next. He loves Meteor and so do I. It's a fun move, for sure. Okay, prediction is live. Here we go. I'm probably not going to post the results tonight. I'm going to like give people time to like watch, and then I'll do a big like congratulations post once everybody has won and everybody's had time to like check out the streams and stuff. I don't really care if other people spoil it. It's not the end of the world to me, but I would like to give people a chance to watch it if they want, you know. 54% on Bartholomew's. Here we go. Pretty even. 90% on the seed gun lands it. Into the face drill. Bartholomew's down to about 60% health. Has a lot of guts saved up though. Ooh, huge somersaults there. Jacobert into the green. Face drill puts him in the yellow. Chance for power. Doesn't get it. Sting, good chunk. Somersault, gonna finish him off. He does it. Bartholomew's takes game number 1. Bartholomew's would have been a really hard fight for my guy. So, you know, losing to Jacobert, unfortunate. Would have liked to see my monkey go as far as he could, but I think the worm would have smoked him. He wouldn't have had, like, guaranteed chance to hit, but my guy would be doing no damage. Plant combo, good chunk there. Bartholomew's still in it, though. Seed gun, finish him off. Jack takes game number 2. The plant's still in it. We're going to game 3. Lifesteal opener. A lot of guts to not do a lot of damage. Somersaults, just like that. You wasted 50 guts. Your opponent's in the lead now. 2 lashes. Oh, and the crit. Should have saved that for later. That's the one problem with healing techs, is that they're not coded to like be disabled if your monster has full health. You can still swing them. All right, Bartholomew's takes that one. 2-1. Hobbs and Bartholomew's, here we go. Who's going to fight It's Mochi? Congratulations on these monsters making top 4. No, wrong. That's right. Okay, prediction is live. Who do you guys like? You like the worm? Do you like the cat? The most terrifying Mochi? He is, technically. There's like no other Mochi in the tournament. There might not be a Mochi in like the rest of the DXBL left. I think there's one in like... I think there's one that did like oddly very well though. Is it lightweight rank B? I don't remember. But there's one Mochi that did really good. 59% on Hobbs. Here we go. Hey! How you doing, man? Welcome, welcome. Somersault's big miss, 55%. Frantic Rush at 70. He's going to miss that one as well. They're about even. I missed the first like 5 seconds of the match, and we're already down to half health. 20 to go. Hits the ice spikes into the yellow. The bite misses as well. Hobbs still sitting pretty at half health. Goes for the ice wave. It'll kill if it lands, and it does. Hobbs takes game number 1. 1 win away from making top 3. Here we go. Ice Meteor 64%. Big swing, big hit. No crit though. Procs Vigor doesn't really do anything in PvP. It makes your monster move around the arena at maximum speed, which, you know, is not useful at all. Sometimes detrimental. And having a battle special active means that there's a chance to proc Fury on your opponent, which is obviously never good. This is the Ice Meteor at 63%. Hits the somersaults. We're going to a game 3. Here we go. Comes down to this. Walks forward a little bit this time. Lets his opponent swing first. The Sting into the somersault. Good chunk of damage, but not a lot. Ice Meteor 68. Huge crit. 2 in a row. Swings, misses the second one. Somersault gonna land, puts him in the yellow. Chance for power, he gets it. Next hit wins for Hobbs. Next hit wins for Bartholomew. Hits the 2 lashes. That's gonna be it. Hobbs gets 4th place in this year's DXBL Rank D. Which means It's Mochi and Bartholomew's are up next. Okay, so pretty split on those votes. The worm takes it. Predictions live. Who do you guys like? Are you a fan of the Mochi? Are you a fan of the worm? Who's got it? Can't be upset with that. You perform way better than I thought. He's got kind of a weird... I don't say this like in a... It's weird, the descriptive that I think makes the most sense. He has like a really unusual stat spread that like I think makes him pretty good into a lot of matchups and like kind of horrific into like some other weird matchups. Like if he meets someone else who like is not playing the game the way you're supposed to, quote unquote, I think he has some trouble. I think we saw that in his first match, but otherwise he's really strong build for sure. 55% on Bartholomew's. Here we go. Pretty split. Mochi Cannon misses at 83%. That's probably it. How's he going to recover from this? Anger is a good... Like, that's the best thing he could do. Headbutt at 83. Going to miss as well. Hits it at 80, but for no damage. Procs Anger on his opponent. Dodges the sting, but this is an uphill battle. Somersault lands. Good chunk of damage there. And another one. They both got anger, right? All right, game number 2. Pale Lash. Mochi in the yellow can still swing. It hits the Mochi beam. Good chunk of damage. 50 guts can swing something big. Thrust is not it. It's definitely not it. It's a lot of withering, but I don't know, man. Oh, the licking. Huge crit on licking. Licking might be the MVP. Here he goes for it again. He lands it. He grits. 4 seconds left. Both monsters can swing, but Mochi gets out of range. It all comes down to this. The winner of the next round gets to fight Cyclops in the championship. Hits the Mochi Cannon. Good chunk of damage. 40 guts on Bartholomew's right now. He can swing something big. What's he going to do? He's going to swing his biggest move, Somersaults. They're about even in life. The headbutt hits, tiny chunk of damage, a little bit of withering. Somersault going to do way more damage. Procs Anger on the Mochi. Mochi's still in there. Misses the headbutt at 85%. Swings it again at 83. Misses again. Holy moly. Mochi tried so hard. But in the end, it was good enough for a 3rd place. Bartholomew's gonna take it. Congratulations to the Mochi, though. Congratulations to Shells. Very fun build. We got to see him nuke a bunch of people, so that's sick. Cyclops and Bartholomew's. This is our finals. We normally do 1st to 10, but we're not doing 1st to 10 tonight, or for any of them. We're doing 1st to 5 wins. So, big bet time. This is for the championship of Rank D Lightweight. Originally, when I was like conceiving of this, the winner here would move up to Rank C, and then like, you know, it would just be an ongoing thing. But I bit off a little bit more than I could chew with regards to how long this this fucking league was gonna take. Okay, prediction is live. If you're voting for Cyclops, he only needs to win 1 set. Bartholomew's has lost, and Cyclops hasn't. So Bartholomew's has to win 2 sets back to back. So he is the underdog here. He is less likely to win just on a grand scale of things. But, you know, you can always bet for him with that in mind. Wish someone raised Gaboo for tourney? People are always raising Gaboo for tourneys. He's everywhere. 90% right now on Cyclops. Almost 8,000 chips. About 10,000 in the bucket right now. Looks like it's going to end at 84% on Cyclops. Here we go. First to 5 wins. If Bartholomew's wins 5, we reset bracket. If Cyclops wins 5, it's over. Phantom Claw, good chunk of damage there. Slash Claws. Bartholomew's in a little bit of trouble. Another Slash Claws, not enough to kill though. Sting, he's got so much guts. Damn! He lands the 2 stings, 35% back to back. Misses the 3rd one. He had to go for it. 4th one, he has to go for it. He's winning. Hits the Twister Claw though. Cyclops wins game number 1. Game 2, here we go. Thrust Claw, very good basic tech. Good chunk of damage there. Into the green just like that. 2 lashes misses at 44% and at 39% back to back. Slash Claw puts him into the yellow. Cyclops has not even given Bartholomew's a chance to proc Anger. Has not done any withering. Hits the crit Thrust Claw. Damn. Yeah, Kato is kind of interesting in that he has a lot of really good moves, especially like his basics, that do not do withering. So, you know, if you are hoping to proc Anger, Kato can be a difficult monster to fight. Twister Claw, a little chunk of damage. Bartholomew's in a really good spot here, though. Just needs to finish off his food. 15 seconds left. Hits the Twister Claw. It's just chip damage at this point. Bartholomew's has so much guts saved up. Oh, hits the somersault. He grits it, but it's not enough. 2-1. Fuck. Cyclops up 2-1. Okay, here we go. Game 4. Phantom Claw, a little bit of damage on the opener. And now he's down on guts. Swings the 3rd one and misses. Really bad situation for him. Misses the somersaults, though. Cyclops getting a chance to get back into this. Another Phantom Claw misses another one at 82%. The somersault misses at 44 and at 40. Slash Claw 76. Good chunk of damage there. On the crit, 2 lashes. Gonna basically even it up just like that. Thrust Claw 73%. He dodges it. Cyclops with a very, very small lead, I believe. But it's close. 33.3 to 32.2. My eyes. The injury is not real. Rumors of my eyes' demise have been greatly exaggerated. I could see the pixels. He's up 3-1. Here we go. Phantom Claw. 2 in a row. Doesn't do 3 in a row this time. He learned his lesson. Somersault misses. 2 lashes going to be a big chunk of damage. Down to 69 life and a dream. Bartholomew's with a very slight lead at the moment. Thrust Claw going to take that away. Has a big guts lead though. Somersault miss at 42. 37 going to land the somersaults. It's it. 3-2. Here we go. Very, very close. Phantom Claw 2 in a row. Classic opener. Somersaults, retaliation, misses. Hits the second one though. Puts him in the yellow right away. No power for Cyclops though. Twister Claw gonna do a little chunk. Another somersault. Gonna take it. 3-all. Going into game 7. Phantom Claw. No double this time. The tail lash misses. Thrust Claw, probably the better play, honestly. Pretty good damage for the guts cost. Misses the bite. Another Thrust Claw. Missed at 78% though. Hits the Twister. Cyclops with a small lead. Equal on the guts. Hits the bite. Flashing with 13 life. Hits the Twister Claw. Needs one more move. Gets hit with the tail lash. Bartholomew's takes the lead. He's now on reset point 4-3. Here we go. Crit Phantom Claw into Twister Claw. Down to half health. Bartholomew's gets a very good anger here, though. The 2 lashes. Cyclops in trouble, man. Misses the somersault, though. Hits the second one. Bartholomew's gets the reset. It's 5-3. Bartholomew's wins. We're back. We're in it. Phantom Claw 2 in a row, as is tradition at this point. Gives him anger, though. Cyclops does not want to see anger. The crit bite gonna do enough to kill in one shot. Somersault hits at 40. Bartholomew's takes game number 1 of the reset. Game 2, here we go. Phantom Claw. 2 in a row. No anger this time. Tail Lash, just like that, in the lead. The Sting miss at 28%. Thrust Claw gonna hit. Sting miss at 28 again. Cyclops needs to dodge everything at this point. Dodges the somersault. Another Thrust Claw, not gonna be enough to kill, but next hit will. Just needs to swing something. 16 seconds on the clock. Slash Claw miss at 75%. The Sting miss at 30. Both have a lot of guts. Both can swing. The somersault miss. 1 second left on the clock. No one swings. Cyclops takes game number 2. 1-all going into 3. Phantom Claw. Phantom Claw. The angry somersaults misses. He still has the guts lead, though. Crit Twister Claw and a second anger. Misses the Sting, but he's going to get so many chances to attack here. Hits that one. Goes again. Misses the second. Thrust Claw 73. Another crit. Cyclops in a really good spot here. Twister Claw, finish it, and it does. 2-1. Here we go. Game number 4. Slash Claw. Somersault's going to miss at 39%. Hits at 37 with the regular tail slash. Or lash, I should say. Thrust Claw, a little chunk of damage. Misses the second. Tail Lash miss at 39. 76. 72. We got Flash in life on Bartholomew. He's in trouble here. Johnny Chimpo. Hey, welcome. Slash Claw is going to take it. 3-1. Into game 5. Here we go. Bartholomew's with the good comeback in the last set. Can he do it again? He's fallen behind, but it's still many, many matches before it's over. Slash Claw miss at 73. Hits the Thrust Claw at 68. Tail Lash gonna take it. He grits, though. He's still in it, but any move will do here. Hits another Tail Lash. 3-2. Going to game 6. Twister Claw. Good chunk of damage on the crit. Hits it again. His opponent procs anger. Bartholomew's in a little bit of trouble here, but can bring it back just like that with the bite. Equal. 73 on the Slash Claw is going to miss. 30 seconds left on the clock. Hits the Thrust Claw. Tail Lash going to land at 46. We got an even game going into game 7. 3-3. Bartholomew's, this is where he kind of took off last time. He was trailing, and then he ended up winning 5-3 to reset the bracket. It's 3-all at this point. Slash Claws miss at 69. Bartholomew's with so many guts saved up. It's going to be very hard to damage, and a single hit from him will do so much here. Somersaults puts him into the yellow immediately. Thrust Claw going to land. Thrust Claw misses the second one. Somersault misses here. 10 seconds left on the clock. Cyclops needs something big. Thrust Claw on its own is not going to do it. He needs something big. Slash Claw, not going to be enough. Bartholomew's now on championship point. He's got 1 win. Bartholomew just needs to win one more time, and he is the champ of lightweight rank D in the DXBL4. Misses the 2 lashes. Misses the somersault. Twister Claw gonna hit. Cyclops does not want to go down like that. Doesn't want to lose 5-3 twice in a row. 2 lashes gonna land. And Bartholomew's saying you don't really have a choice one way or the other. Oh, but Cyclops going to take it. And we have a game 10, folks. 4-all, or a game 9, I should say. Comes down to this. Whoever wins this wins the whole thing. What a finals. Classic double Phantom Claw opener. Hits the tail lash, just like that. Cyclops is on the back foot. Needs something big here. Dodges the 2 somersaults. Twister Claw, good crit. He needs something like that again, though. Somersaults comes out. Ooh, big miss from Bartholomew's. Slash Claw 77. He lands it, and that's it, folks. Hard-fought battle, but Cyclops wins it. On the bracket reset, congratulations. Cyclops is the champion of the DXBL4 Lightweight D. Love to see a kitty succeed, you know? Bartholomew's with a very, very strong showing. But look at that. That's it for the tournament, folks. We have another one coming up in just a second. But let's take a look at our... hold on. I got to make sure I'm on the right thing here. No, I'm not on the right thing. Okay. Yeah. So, let's take a look at our standings. Cyclops, first place overall. We got Bartholomew's and It's Moshi rounding out our top 3. Hobbs with 4th place. Jacobert and Weenie tied at 5th. Chiquita Yita and Nero closing out top 8. And then we got Four-Sided Dicey, Anaphylaxis, Jam and Jelly, and Verdant tied for 9th. Clover, Dirty Myrtle, Garlic Bread, Lady Death, Uni, and Wet Paint falling a little bit short. Congrats to the Mayo. Damn, dude. Kato's not even close to Mayo. What the hell? Anyway, BRB, we got another one in the tank. I just got to go get some water. I'll see you guys in a sec. All right, welcome back, everybody. Just realized you can see my... I don't think the... Got Niton. And Niton is important because Niton is fighting tonight. Tonighton, even. Very excited about that. I got my boy, Rip the Whip, up in the next tournament. He is not good. I don't know how he made it, but we're just hoping. We're just hoping we make it happen. So, yeah, let's get into it. I've updated bracket. We are into lightweight rank C finals. Second, just checking something. Okay. All right, we're back. I don't think of anyone in finals period in this time. That's okay. Watching is free. You're allowed to hang out. So, let's get into it. Lightweight rank C finals. We're not going to do predictions for everything. We're going to just do top 16, I think. Maybe even just top 8. We'll see where we're at. But we got a lot more matches this time. We got 24 monsters versus the 18 we had last time, which is a lot more matches. It's not just 6 more. So first up, we got Duck Wild and Pink. And pink will actually be the right color for the first time in many moons. Not just this time, I don't think. It's simply all my monsters fell before the end. Well, like a lot of monsters got buys. So you might have some monsters that just had buys and didn't fight in the ranking tournaments. Alright, here we go. Flutter Slap. Good chunk of damage. 2 in a row. By good chunk of damage, I'm not being serious, by the way. Oh. Hey. It's the computer man himself. Duck Wild gonna take a big damage bound. Thank you for the follow. I think that's the wrong pink. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be Ren coming out of a volcano. You have a point. No one else... Well, I mean, I guess most of the people get that reference, but if you don't, it's okay if you don't. Because the time slots are normally streamed and I haven't been able to keep up for the longest time. It seems my best division was heavyweight. From what I saw, it looked like Nell did pretty well. Yeah, Nell did good. You're drunk? Welcome. Welcome to Jurassic Park. Duck Wild, gonna win that one 2-0. The Duck's moving on. Alright. Rip the Whip and Big Mike. It's better here. YouTube is fine too, if you'd rather watch on YouTube, but...
It is what it is.
Hey, Lucidity Dark! Thank you for the sub, very kind of you. You get to bet on Twitch and not on YouTube. The downside is you gotta use Twitch, which is just like the inferior website. Big Twitch. His name is not Big Twitch, it's Big Mike. Alright. Alright, Rip the Whip. I lost to this monkey earlier. Oh no, I beat the monkey. I lost to something else. Violent Shell, 78%. Let's go. Let's get it. Spike Shell, worse. And it misses anyway. Oh, no. Oh, my brand. Poor Whip, man. Okay, don't be doing that. He doesn't even want to be here anymore. He's just mad. He's like, I'm taking game 2 and 3. Fuck this. I'm out of here. Looking for what you're betting? Oh, yeah, we're doing channel points, but we're not doing it right now. We're going to wait until we're a little bit deeper into the bracket just because we don't have enough time to wait for everyone. Dude, fuck off. Every Niton in existence wants to swing Violent Shell the frame it's active, except for my guy, and that's why he's here. Because half the time he's just like, fuck it, I don't want to play. Banana doesn't kill though. Soundwave L, good damage. Soundwave L, but they smell. He's still in it. Knows what he wants to do. I did name him. I did name him Whip. All right, there we go. All right. So you're supposed to be doing every match, brother. Not a lot of moves have a good chance to instantly kill. Violent Shell is one of them. The Mold and Trolley Ollie up next. Rigged? I don't know about that. I think the reason it was that close is what's rigged. You should have been swinging that shit from the beginning. He listened to me one time, so I don't know what happens from this point on. Here in the Philippines, we can't bet. It's locked here. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's certain... Well, what's funny is there's a lot of places that consider it gambling, right? And there's one province in Canada where I am where you can't do it, which is, like, really bizarre as well. The rest of Canada can do it, but this one province can't. Game 2. The Mold wins game 1, by the way. Ooh. Mold gonna take it. Yeah, I'm in Canada. Was good. The Mold takes that one 2-0. Tactical Nuke and Piss Baby. It's gonna take me a second to ramp back into doing actual play-by-play or whatever. Actual commentary. That last championship took a lot out of me, and then we gotta chill a little bit, and then we'll get back into it. Okay, here we go. Tactical Nuke. Oh, that's right. Mock is such a big model within the arena that these two guys don't even start in slot 4. So he doesn't even get the huge nuke opener, the firebomb opener. Fireball again. It's been working. Leaf Gatling 65. Oh, huge chunk of damage. Not enough to kill straight up, though. Fireball. I mean, tree's weak to fire. What are you going to do? Tactical Nuke takes it. Wayward Son and Bitsy. Good interactive play for the viewers, but sad I can't do it here. Yeah. What you can do... And what a lot of people did before it was a thing on Twitch, like, we love betting here, right? You can code, or like you can download commands to do the same thing that the channel point predictions do. The codes already exist. Because that's what we used to do before. And you can still bet and do all that fun stuff. So if they type in a command, they'd be like, vote on player 1 or whatever. And then it would, you know... put it up against whoever's voting on player 2, and then the winner would get whatever fake money they have. And say they start with like 1,000 fake dollars or whatever. It's funny because in the Philippines, cockfighting is big here. I don't know, man. I don't understand the ways of the world. Charge big damage. Charge big damage. Bitsy swinging that weapon. Another charge. Okay. Yeah. Wayward takes it. Karazakar and Recoil Rex up next. Wayward Bitsy. Carry on my wayward Bitsy. I kind of chickened out there. I realized the first note was out, and then I was like, I'm not going to try. I'm not going to try and salvage this. Alright, Recoil Rex, basically the same build as Tactical Nuke. Karazakar, first Suezo we've seen tonight. Hits the I-beam, down to 25 life. Firebomb? Doesn't finish him off. Proc's real. Also, Recoil Rex is a tiny little boy. The crit spit only doing 60 damage because he had real active is pretty funny. Karazakar wins game 1. Firebomb opener. The crit, though. I don't know why Firebomb has sounds of like chains dragging on the ground. Ooh, big eye beam. The crit doesn't kill. Well, sorry, he doesn't crit. Misses it. Tongue slap at 84%. Misses. Damn. Huge miss there. Fireball. He's got the anger. Both of them basically can't miss now. Eye beam lands at 68. Krasakar gonna take it. You're like... You're bad juju for these monsters, man. Holy moly. You got them all wrong. You got them all wrong. You can't get it right. Don't get off my back. Got any Archer's Loaf fans in here? I'm just being honest. It's the least I could do. Say I'd never be honest with you. What a good band, man. Well, I don't know if I would say... They have got a couple of really good songs. Thanks for the 246 format advice. Be having it at the end of the month. Sick. Is it... No. Alright, I gotta figure out... Who does Cyborg belong to? That looks real. Nothing else does, so... Sounds like a good song. Thank you. Archer's the Loaf, very influential 90s alternative band. Oh, Zorius, Cyborg. Let's get into it. Oh, the Earthquake, the crit Earthquake. Holy moly. Big withering, big damage. Another one? It's like it worked once. He grits it. He's hanging in there. Earthquake doing a lot of work here. Workquake even. Slash combo? He's like, fuck all of this. Let's just swing slash combo. Who cares? Lightning opener. Good chunk of damage there. Cyborg. This is what he dealt with last time. The rush slash not going to kill him though. Power uppercut. You're extremely dead. Game 3. Here we go. Same opener as the last two games. Cyborg knows what needs to be done. And that is get hit by slash combo. Does he grit? He does not. It's a 2-1 for Azorius, who moves on. Thanatos, DX, and Stinky. Actually never lucky. It's actually crazy. You're 0 for 4. That's wild. It's like basically as lucky as you could get. Yeah, it's the Kato. Okay. First Joker of the night. You've got that, you've got the reverse luck. You've got the... You win the lottery where you gotta pay the government $1 million instead of the opposite. Like, you win the Powerball, but that's what you owe them. I remember doing testing with my first DXBL monster against Thanatos DX. Yeah, Freya... It's Freya's monster, right? Been around since the beginning. Aerial Claw hits again. Angry, though. Angry Death Energy, good chunk of damage. Gets real right off the hop. Another Death Energy misses it, though. Is it going to run out? It does run out. Thanatos in so much trouble here. Slash Claw miss at 84%. Thrust Claw miss at 77%. Death Cutter going to hit? And Jesus, it's enough. Oh, that was sketchy. You, Lucidity is just, picking winners, eh? When I first joined, I talked with Bob like every single night. Pestered the hell out of that guy talking builds and testing. I don't think Monster Rancher is that intense. Maybe I take for granted what I know. But like I've had people ask me questions and like send paragraphs and stuff, and it's like this is too much, man. You're thinking way too hard about a game that is decided whether or not you hit an 80% move. Just bet against you at this point? Well, we're getting a good litmus for when I open the betting at the end of the tournament. All right, pretty guy for a white eye. Pretty fly for a white eye versus Duck Wild. Here we go. He is a pretty guy. Pretty guy with the side eye. Telekinesis. I think you should just make something that is pretty... Like, if you're trying to win, you should make something that, you know, it seems, like, good on paper, but then not stress about, like, any of the niche cases. Because the niche cases are, like, usually bad, or they're fun, or they're bad and fun. And you're picking them because they're fun, or you're picking them because you're trying to be different. And trying to be different is a good way to lose. But trying to be different is also a good way to have people love your monster. One of the paragraph senders? I'm aware. I've seen your DMs. I think it's because the guides are comprehensive and in-depth. Yeah, that's fair. Who am I to talk, you know? Chewing. Good damage. I'm like, I ate my duck. Eat my duck. Not a Tomo and rip the whip. I gotta fight not a Tomo. At least he's not a Tomo. I've guessed wrong literally every time. All right, well, I need you to bet on a Tomo right now. That attracts the paragraph crowds. Yeah, for sure. I get it. Please bet against my duck next time. He's got power. Bombshell 39%. All right. Not good. Not a good opener. Maybe the worst opener. Maybe the worst thing that could have happened. No! Oh my god, I've been cursed. Okay, he dodged it. We're in it. Stab. Good damage. Uppercut. Good chunk. Rip still in it though. Another stab. We're going to game 3. Did you get excited to discuss and bounce ideas off people? For sure, yeah. It's fun for me too. But I think it's just more so that, you know, people discovering the game at different points, right? And like my period for doing that was like many years ago. And so now I'm just kind of like, a fuck it, dude. Do whatever the hell you want. Raise Radial Nighton and just hope it wins. Hope it hits the move. Like that's where I'm at. I realize not everyone's at that. Earthquake, big damage, big withering. Rip the Whip can still win this though. Uppercut gonna miss here. 45 guts. Soundwave could be good. Hits it. Down to half health. Whip at 53. It's gonna kill. Alright, the lucidity. The curse is over. He got it. He's in there. James Pond in the mold. So yeah, I understand the excitement and I understand the like the eagerness to share your ideas and opinions, and I'm never gonna do anything to like try and curtail that. I think it's fine. It's just, you know, I think, and it'll happen to you too, where you like get to a point, it probably already has, where like you know enough about the game now where like thinking that deeply about it doesn't feel like a thing that needs to be externalized anymore. kind of got extremely burnt out on Monster Rancher, so I've been taking an extended break, but I still get that way if I do go about making new build. Alright, maybe I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about then. Never raised Niton in general. How much build variety does it have? Violent Shell is just... The problem is that his moves are not very good, right? So people get Violent Shell because it's a fine gamble tech. And if you're going to, like, regardless of the build you get, it's nice to just have a 50-50 shot to win, right? But you can, like, build without it in mind. You can... I've seen a lot of, like, successful builds just get Shell Attack, because Shell Attack's pretty good. Usually they'll argue about silly things like Galley's best physical build, but when other people are making things, I'm just like, yeah, sure, do whatever, it should work. Yeah, I'm really, really against the idea of, like, when somebody's like, I'm making this thing with these moves, and someone's like, I don't know, those moves kind of suck. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. Let them build the thing. They're building it because they like those moves. Some of my favorite builds have been ass. I built a mixed attacker Suezo when I first started in the scene that was really, really not good. And I still, you know, have a soft spot for it. I still have it on a memory card somewhere. Just let them fucking suck. Let the build suck. It's fine. Siren and Tactical Nuke. Finally, my predictions aren't terrible. Dude, I've had nights where I'm just losing constantly too, so... Who, I gotta look this up. Hooah! I'm a Siren. Oh, it's Zaf's monster. Lost like 10 chips on prediction, 10k chips on predictions tonight. Yeah, it happens, man. Dude, I lost like 80,000 chips on one bet once. I don't know if I have the VOD for that. I really hope I do. I would like to find that. Basically, there was a mochi in the first season of Monster Rancher Battle League that was made with defense in mind. It had, like, I think only pedal swirl as an attack and, like, headbutt and slap. And then it had, like, low offenses and, like, really high defense and, like, nothing else. And it had lost, like, 30 matches in a row or whatever. And then it beat the #1 seed in the tournament just through, like, sheer luck, like, dodging 80% over and over again. And I bet everything against it, and I lost. Okay, Siren wins. Is that game 1 or game 2? Either way. Siren's gonna win it. And it's 3-0 now. Just very quick. Siren takes it 2-0. Spitonio and Wayward Son up next. A lot of Suezos tonight. Spitoni. Oh, it's a good Mons in Rank C? Yeah. Rank C is like... These monsters didn't really lose many tournaments. Like, they were... Basically, the way the DXBL worked up until this point is we were doing Swiss brackets. So every monster fought 3 times every night that they fought. And these monsters, at worst, were getting like 1 win and 2 losses. They almost never got worse than that. And they usually were doing 2-1 or 3-0. And then rank B is like the monsters that like couldn't stop winning. That were like only getting 2 1s and 3 0s. But we'll see. I think I'm going to do all the rank Bs together later. I don't think there's that many of them, so I think I might be able to do a night of all 3 of the rank Bs. But we'll see. Spatonio was in trouble. Real call an ambulance, but not for me vibes here. Oh my god, it misses at 90%. It goes for the bite. Spatonio gonna take it. So we're gonna have no, they're on different sides of the bracket. I was gonna say Spatonio and Siren might have to fight, but they do not. Coitus and Krozakar up next. Suddenly you've guessed every winner, so you're like 50-50. That's pretty good. Okay. Speedy Boy versus Tank Suezo. Punch lands. Tail Assault, big miss. Horn attack. Good chunk of damage. The Tail Assault misses again. Another horn attack. Coitus gonna take it. Rolling Bomb miss at 74. Spit, little chunk of damage. Another spit. Yeah, this is like, what, 4 Suezos tonight? It's a big duck. That's what she said. Let's go to game 3. Ooh, IB miss. The punch from the Beaklon. Filipino monster, who's the breeder? Don't know off the top of my head. There's a lot of Filipino players though. Krozakar gonna take that one 2-1. So we are gonna have pink eye versus pink eye. 2 pink eyes. You gotta wear 2 eye patches. Try dodging, and Azorius up next. There goes your record. Your brand. Try dodging versus a tank is so funny. My bard. Why is your mom letting you have 2 eye patches? Okay. 70. Well, he tried dodging. It worked. Slash combo. Everybody's dodging. Million stabs lands, but you know, try dodging's doing okay. Considering he missed Cyclone, and his opponent used slash combo immediately after. Oh my god. Try dodging just like me. How come your mom lets you dodge 2 slash combos? This is insane, dude. Okay. He finally goes down. The speediest golem there ever were. Brow hit, good chunk of damage. 2 in a row. Try dodging indeed. Let's go to game 3. You did that one a little late, brother. You're gonna be punished for it. Any of us here still asking how to install one of their Apple phones? Yeah, it's tough. Like, I'm pretty sure DX has a ISO, like an Apple port, right? Like, you can just get it from the App Store. But are you talking about, like, playing on emulator? Because I know a lot of people play it on emulator. Lame Marvis and Thanatos DX. Okay. Tentacles opener gets hit with the death energy, but tentacles immediately after. Look at that. Like, no. My guts. The death smash, good chunk of damage there. Ooh. Miss on that one. Spike stabs, 83%. Monel is a Chad of this format. This is honestly probably one of Joker's worst formats because he doesn't really gain a lot out of being able to use his intelligence attacks. You kind of think he would, but not really. Like, he's already pretty powerful without it, whereas a lot of other monsters get, like, notably stronger. He's still better than most monsters. It's just that, you know, the gap gets closed. Ooh, Death Punch. He grits it, though. He's still in it. The charge, he can still win. Both monsters can win. The Death Cutter at 84%. Gonna take it, though. We're going to game 3. God, my voice is starting to go. That's how I know I've been doing actual commentary and not just, like, talking shit in chat. Death Cutter, big opener. The not gonna miss at 95%. Another Death Cutter. He takes it. Look at that. Strong monster. Damn, dude. Alright, so Thanatos, moving on in winner's side. We now have our play-ins for top 8 winners. Here we go. Pretty Fly and Rip the Whip. 4 of the monsters here playing for top 8 are Suezos. Frame 1 Death Cutter has ended a lot of matches for me in single player. Yeah, it's spooky. Smoothing his hair, I do it. I have to be on camera. You don't have to be on camera. You do that shit even though nobody's looking at you. That's the difference, you know? We both be doing it, but there's a reason for me, and it's not just insecurity. Here we go. Spike Shell opener, 83%. Good chunk of damage. But he's going to be in trouble. Oh, misses, though. Okay, gets hit with the second one. He's got the anger. Tongue Slap going to finish him off. Yeah. Violent Shell's the play here. Oh, it doesn't kill. He lives the damage roll. Tail Assault, big damage there. Stab. He didn't want to stab? My boy didn't want to stab? How can he not stab? How can she slap? He hits him, though. Beats his ass. My poor wheel. Got wheelie beat up. The Mold and Siren up next. My guy did pretty good the first couple of weeks, and then since he's been locked in with these killers, he's been getting his like ass beat every week. It's like, I don't belong here. Let me go back to rank D. Alright, here we go. Yodel opener, big miss. Get some slaps. Spit gonna do a little chunk. Tail Assault, damn, down to half health, eh? The Samurai Kick chunks him. Chop at 66? Not a kill, though. Ooh, Tongue Slap, big damage. Siren is gonna take it. Can we add this emote? I don't have any of the 7TV apps. We got, or emotes. We gotta get that sorted at some point. Or any of the, like, better Twitch shit either. Siren. So Siren wins game 1. Alright. Alright, here we go. Game 2. Let's go Surson. Let's go Surson. The double slap into the shockwave. Classic combo. Not doing much though. Long punch. He's still living. Siren's got those big moves though. Chewing at 57%. It's not enough to kill, but it is a lot. Puts him in range to kill with a chip. The mold only needs to do 22 damage though. And he's on the defense here. Oh, hits the chop at the last second. Going to game 3. Here we go. The chewing lands. Chewing lands again. Siren, oh, not going to take it. Look at that. Shockwave 86. A good chunk of damage, but the mold needs to make some crazy plays here. Oh, tongue slap miss. He needs some big damage. Samurai kick's not going to do it. Oh, he gets beat with 1 second left. Siren moving on. So, Suezo versus Suezo. Spatonio and Karazakar up next. So we're guaranteed to have 3 Suezos in top 8. It is the Suezo bracket. You hate to see a good mold get licked. Damn. Alright. Well, Pink Eye's gonna win this. But which Pink Eye? They're spitting. Classic. I-beam. Do we see I-beam retaliation? No, we don't. Oh, we do! But it misses. Karazakar, look at that. Twice in a row? I have the superior I-beam. Karazakar takes him down to 1 life, and then a spit to finish him off. Here we go. Game number 2. Bite. Ooh, mixing it up. Tail assault, big miss. Chewing. Good chunk. That's enough. Karazakar gonna take that one 2-0. And try dodging versus Thanatos DX. This is our last monster to make it in to top 8 winner side. Get chewed, nerd. Damn. Alright, here we go. Same stats. Hits the Cyclone. Has a chance to Death Energy frame 1. That's what we see there. Still Cyclone. Goes for the punch instead. No, he's doing a more laid-back approach to this one. Gets punched himself. Probably should have just swung the Cyclone, brother. We're going to game 3. This bracket's really flying by. I was hoping to end by midnight. I don't think that's going to happen, but you know, you can do okay. Oh, the brow smash missed at 75. It's over. Try dodging. He took that literally. Thanatos going to take it 2-1. So Thanatos makes top 8. Now we got to run through losers. All right. First off, we got Lame, Marvis, and Pink. Until we get back to winner side, all of these are elimination matches. Here we go. Tentacles. Huge opener. Charge gonna do a little bit of damage. It's kind of fine to just do chip damage at this point when your opponent's almost dead and, you know, you have a really good chance to hit. Toxic Pollen doing a good job of locking him out, but you need to do some damage. Withering when you're behind doesn't do anything. It just You know, it doesn't advance the game state in your favor. Needle Stab's gonna take it. Game 2, here we go. Another Tentacles. Huge opener. Lifesteal is the play. Oh, he almost did it. He almost did the lifesteal. Toxic Pollen. Same situation as last time. Wasted a little too many guts getting the Withering in. But the life difference is very different here. Pink in the lead now with 20 seconds left. Another Toxic Pollen. There's where you wither. It gets the anger. Root combo. Going to do a good chunk of damage. A little bit of withering. 6 seconds left on the clock. Lane Marvis hits the charge. 2 in a row to steal it. Oh, baby. On the buzzer. He rushed him down. Pink was running away. Lane Marvis gonna win that one 2-0. Azorius and Big Mike up next. Rigged? I don't make the rules. I don't make the monsters move, brother. I just tell you what's happening. Rolling Slash opener, 80% chance to hit. Good damage there. Big Mike into the green immediately. The Boomerang, 99% chance to hit. Huge chunk on that. Now he's got power. Azorius has to watch out. He's got to finish him off. He hits the Slash combo. Azorius takes game number 1. Game 2, here we go. Now the Rolling Slash, 74%. Big Mike down to half health. Hits the Boomerang. He's got big moves. He's got the swing throw. Doesn't need it right now. 99 thwack. Alright, he's going to hit the swing throw. Alright. Game 3, here we go. Like a number 9 with extra pepperoni, 2 onions, and the matzo sauce, please. This man's buying 2 onions from me? Okay, no problem. Your total comes to 69,420. We deal with thousandths of a dollar here. So I'm not looking for 2 pennies. I'm looking for 20 thousandths. Azorius going to take it on the grid comeback. Here we go. Price master it. $17 billion. Azorius 2-1 over the Big Mike. Quidditch and Trolley Ollie. Brought back the Lenny? Yeah, we brought back the Lenny. Not the penny, though. How much money do you think it would take for them to, like, start making pennies again? Like, do they even have the machinery for it anymore? They'd have to, like, build all this shit. Like, they stopped making them because it cost, like, 1.3 cents to make a penny in Canada. And they're like, why are we doing this? This is stupid. Meteor Drive, 32%. Holy shit, dude. Oh, I'm getting weird pinching under my arm. Time to go to bed. I'm getting old. Just like muscle pains popping up out of nowhere. Where's my Icy Hot? With the face attack. Ollie Ollie, not missing a thing. Moving on. End of the road for the B-Clon. Wayward Son and Piss Baby. Got hit by a train? He did. Alright, triple beams opener. Huge damage, but Energy Steel can just take it right back. And that's what we see here. Oh my god, look at that. Gives him power, though. This baby's in a pretty good spot. Hits the headbutt. It's not enough to kill, but he's in a really good situation here. Wayward Son doesn't have power anymore. Leaf Cutter to finish him off. Piss Baby with the Energy Steal win. Look at that. Game number 2. Flattening. Good chunk of damage. 2 in a row. Piss Baby has a lot of guts now, though. Leaf Cutter, not a very damaging attack, but, you know, it's something. Alright, they're just swinging, eh? Headbutt. Won't kill. This one will. Piss Baby gonna do it. Just flattening. That's so unfortunate. As a mono owner, watching your mono only use flattening. Tactical Nuke and Bitsy up next. Oops. Helps if I put in a name. Correct every time? You've been killing it the last little bit. Alright, here we go. Firebomb, 28% chance to hit. Ooh, Blast Shot, huge opener. The Fireball miss. I'll have you know that I'm here solely because no other stream shows a fight between a tree and a door. That's true. That is really my niche. You can watch different, like, lumber at different points in its life cycle fight each other. Real, what are you? I'm you, but stronger type vibes from that type of matchup for sure. Weapon throw, gonna win that for Bitsy. Little bitty Bitsy. Hard matchup for Nuke, though. James Pond and Recoil Rex. If Recoil Rex wins, Bitsy gets the exact same fight a second time. Not the exact same, but similar. Recoil Rex is smaller, which is kind of an interesting addition. He's a tank. Okay, here we go. Tree Man becomes Tree Warrior, becomes Tree Door, even. Yeah, that's true. Okay, Recoil Rex with the one hit. Game 2, Firebomb, 47%. It is a pretty good thing to just swing. 53 on the Fireball gives him power. He sleeps in an oxygen tent, which gives him sexual powers. Here we go. We're going to Game 3. The bite miss. Scratch misses. What do we got? Another Fireball? It wasn't enough to kill him the first time. It's like, you let me live? That was your first mistake. You let me live a second time? Now you're done. That Rex is donezo? Yeah, exactly. James Pond moving on. 2-1. Notatomo and Cyborg. Damn, really? We gotta see 2 golems fight, eh? Okay, very different builds though. Earthquake miss. Diving press to finish him off. Holy moly. Notatomo with the one shot. Charge miss at 84. Brow hit gonna miss as well. They both got about 40 guts. Diving press lands. He grits it though. Damn. Surviving the diving press. Can't land anything though. His opponent has no speed. Cyborg dodging everything. We have 3 Astros in this tournament too, eh? 2 of them fighting it out in the dregs here, and one of them in top 8 right now. Earthquake, huge damage, and Withering misses the second one. They have the same amount of guts, but one has full health. Though they have roughly the same amount of life. Ooh, big miss on the diving press there. Uppercut's gonna land. Cyborg is gonna take it. Wins it 2-1. Man, I got something stuck in my throat. Duck Wild and Stinky. Lightweight is not my favorite format. This set illustrates the reason quite nicely. Why? What was interesting about that set specifically? Duck Wild and Stinky, here we go. Very similar builds. More skill, less life. That's really the only thing. Slash Claw miss. Bound Charge miss. Bound Charge miss. Beak Thrust. To tank, you're dodging more than a Speedster? Well, I mean, yeah, but have you, like, not watched the last 4 hours of this stream? Like, it's not indicative of the percents. I don't think that's, you know, that different for Monster Rancher. Duck Wild takes game 1. I think tanks having a chance to dodge is kind of cool. It's not a very good chance, but, you know, it's something. Stinky won game 1, right? Bound Charge. Alright, we're going to game 3. Was the duck? Oh, so the duck won? Who doesn't love a 99 miss? Alright, well, he won regardless. It's okay. I was checking the records, and Duck Wild won anyway. Lame Marvis and Azorius up next. Lame Marvis going out immediately is kind of crazy, because he can just wreck the bracket. Very strong monster. Duck's first 3-0, hell yeah. Okay. More tanks. Tanks don't like tentacles. But we're seeing flattening instead. 99 misses either extremely hype or God punishing me for my hubris. It's whether or not I'm the one who dodged or was dodged. Yeah, for sure. Kind of worried how I predicted the last dozen fights. You flipped a coin. You're at like 70% success rate on flipping a coin. Tentacles, big damage, a lot of withering there. Oh shit, Azorius gonna take it. The monkey's paw will curl. Gonna get hit by a car tomorrow. Just like completely... Like not... Was that only game 1? That was so fast, what the hell? Let me check this out real quick. Yeah, no, it was just a slash combo for a win. Okay. Okay. Trolley Ollie and Piss Baby. Your coin was terrible at first? It needed to warm up. Here we go. Train and Tree. Giant Whip. Another Giant Whip. Leaf Gatling, a little bit more damage than we saw from the last move. Another one? Ooh, Piss Baby gonna take it. Giant Whip's such a good move, though. He's angry. Angry headbutt. A lot of withering on that. Gives him anger too, though. That's kind of his headbutt. I guess he's got face attack, which is literally like headbutt. Kamikaze, good chunk of damage. A little bit expensive when your opponent can't dodge, but, you know. It's fine. Leaf Cutter. Couple of chunks. Giant Whip, not enough to kill. Leaf Gatling, that's not enough to kill either. We get Anger, no reel on the Piss Baby. Next hit wins. Who's swinging first? Leaf Gun? Ooh, gets him with the weakest attack in the arsenal. Look at that. Just being a dick. Piss Baby wins that one 2-1. Bitsy and James Pond. Lots of upsets tonight? Yeah, there's been a couple for sure. I think in rank C it's like it's pretty even for the most part. Like the best and the worst monster are like pretty I wouldn't say close. I think Rip the Whip is maybe the weakest despite, you know, having a bye. Or one of the weakest. Blast Shot, big miss. Scratch. The belly attack gonna miss. But yeah, I don't think my boy is in the running. I thought Chiquita Yita had a good chance to win the whole thing. Got top 8. That's okay. Rip the Whip is just a super outside chance, though. Bitsy takes game 1. Misses the second scratch. Bitsy at half health. Air shot can do a little chunk of damage. 2 in a row. Can just keep swinging it. Misses at 66. Twister kick 58%. No guts left. In trouble here. The scratch misses though. Bitsy with a very, very slight life lead. Knocking up gonna miss. 14 seconds left on the clock. The scratch misses. James Pond can't find a second attack to land. The foolery gonna swing weapon just to run out the clock. Bitsy wins it. 2-0. And Cyborg and Duckwild. Here we go. After this, the rest of our matches will be play-ins for top 8. And then after that, we will do some betting, I think. I'll probably finish like a quarter after midnight or so, which isn't too bad. Ran 2 brackets in 4 hours. Okay, here we go. Big speedy Duckwild. Gets kicked off the hop at 20%. Misses the brow hit, though. He's got an uphill battle here, but he does have a couple of really strong moves. Bound Charge is not one of them, and it misses at 86% anyway, and then he gets hit with the Earthquake at 27. Holy shit, dude. Okay. Cyborg. Cyborg. Slap at 37%. Duckwild in trouble. Oh my god. Needs to hit him with the Beam Shower. Dodges the Earthquake. Beam Shower, I-Beam, both good moves here. Misses the I-Beam at 80%. Hits 2. It's a lot of guts to spend, but it is quite a bit of withering. Flutter Slap, good chunk of damage. Almost even, but Duckwild is missing a lot of stuff. Wow, 270 misses in a row. Hits the Beak Thrust, puts him in the yellow. He is going to win game 2 just barely on that Beak Thrust. Game number 3, here we go. Earthquake hits at 26% on the crit, and that's it. Game opener, game closer. Duckwild is out, and Cyborg has a shot to make top 8. The Mold and Azorius up next. That is Monster Rancher, baby. Hey, Lucidity, thank you for the sub. Very kind of you. The Mold and Azorius. We got plans for top 8 now. Here we go. Long Punch, 85%. Good chunk of damage. Now, Rolling Slash follow-up. Ooh, that's going to kill. No, it didn't. Wow, okay. Dodges the million stabs. The Mold in a little bit of trouble, but he can still win this. Chop miss at 70. Gets smoked with the Twister Slash. Damn, Azorius wins game number 1. 1 win away from making top 8. Here we go. You can moderate gift subs? That's funny. Oh, the Twister Slash misses. Samurai Kick 86%. The mold is going to take game number 2. We're going to 3. Long Punch 85%. Little chunk. Azorius gets anger right off the hop. Best case scenario for him. Swings the slash combo. It's going to land. No grit on the mold. So that is going to be it. 862 damage. That's it. Azorius wins it 2-1. Rip the whip and piss baby. I gotta fight Vivid, eh? Me and my boy Vivid. In Vivid color. I don't know if he's been doing much YouTube stuff lately. Since he's had the kid, but... I'm gonna check up on him, see what he's up to. Yeah, in Vivid color, very cool Poketuber. No match for Rip the Whip, though. Energy Steel Opener. You thought. Soundwave L. Okay, good damage for a move that's not meant to do damage. Whip, doing a little chunk. Okay, well, we got in there. We did some work, and now we're getting out. Leaf Gun. But the Soundwave L is going to finish him off. No, he grits. He can still win this with... Energy Steel for sure, though, so I gotta be careful. Numbing Stab 85%, big miss there. Another Leaf Gun, it's not gonna do enough even if it lands. Another Soundwave L. He takes it. Rip the Whip. Wins game 1. Game 2, here we go. Violent Shell Opener misses at 79%. A little taste of my own medicine, as it were. Headbutt, damn, lots of crits, eh? The Leaf Gun. Rip the Whip in a lot of trouble. Needs, like, big moves here. Not Whip. Well, he needs something. He swung one move. He swung one move. Alright, game number 3. Here we go. Energy Steel gonna land off the hop. Pretty big deal there. Rip the Whip does not ever want to push his opponent back. Violent Shell is still the play, but fuck, man. I got 9th place, and he's out. It's unfortunate. But what are you gonna do? What did happen to Selvius? Long story. Bitsy. Try dodging and Bitsy. It is what it is for sure, yeah. Okay. Try dodging and Bitsy, let's go. Cyclone 28%, you love to see it. You love to see a Mon try, you know? Spin kick. Wacha! Right in the knees. Got him again. Bitsy takes game number 1. I was gonna say, it's kind of interesting we haven't seen any, we haven't seen many Rackies despite how strong Racki is in lightweight, but it's because they're all in rank B. Or, yeah, they're all in the highest rank. Oh, try dodging. Gonna take that. There we go. Cyclone misses again. He's not out of it, but he's in trouble for sure. Blast shot, big damage. Weapon throw. He's still in it though. He's not out. Brow smash, 30%. I mean, it would have killed for sure. Crit brow hit will still kill here. Oh, but Bitsy doesn't give him the shot. Bitsy moving on to top 8. And our last match for top 8 play-ins is Spitonio and Cyborg. So, it's either a Suezo or a Golem in top 8. And we already have 3 Suezos? 3 Suezos. Yeah. So it could be 4. I don't know why I thought there was 3 Astros tonight, but I guess it's only the 2. I thought there was one in top 8, but there is not. Okay, here we go. Rocky's naturally built to abuse one of Lightweight's best builds. Yeah, exactly. Low skill, huge everything else. Makes it super, super defensive. Alright, well, Cyborg wins game 1. Earthquake opener. Gives it anger. Spatonio with anger is super scary. Fight can do a lot of damage, a lot of withering. Another one. It's not enough to kill, though. The charge, oh, 200 damage, but Spatonio's, I don't know, it's hard to lose this. He grits it. He's got to dodge something. Dodge the I-beam? He does not dodge the I-beam. Gets smoked. Spatonio wins game number 2. Here we go with game 3. Winner of this makes top 8. I-beam, good opener. Earthquake miss at 78. Oh my god. Cyborg needs to swing big. He needs the uppercut. He swings it. It misses, but it is what he needed. Power uppercut. Oh my god. 550, just enough damage. Oh boy, but the tail assault gonna take it. Grit Spatonio. We got 4 Suezos in top 8. That's crazy. 3 of them on winner side. It might be a good build for the format. Who knew? Alright. So we got top 8. Oh, it's time to get some betting in. It feels like my nose is bleeding. Like on the side. I think I'm going crazy. Anyway. Pretty Fly and Siren up first. I've got my, I'm getting scurvy or something. All my cuts are opening up again. Did you guys know that happens with scurvy? Like, every scar you've ever had will, like, start to, like, open into, like, a wound again. It's insane. What a terrifying thing to, like, even imagine. Please don't get scurvy. I've eaten, like, so many oranges this month. It's... like, cutting weight for the fight, I'm eating the healthiest I've eaten in years. Okay, time for some predictions, folks. 30 seconds on the clock. Who do you like? Pretty Fly or Siren? Do you think the extra life is going to make a difference? Do you think more power and intelligence is going to make a difference? You say let's go Siren, but you didn't even bet any points, brother. Some cowardice here. There we go. There we go. Now you're in it. Now you're in it. You did. Yeah. You know I have like real time seeing when people bet, right? Order operations was off, but it's okay. Because you're braver than most of these freaks. Braver than me. I used to bet on my phone on like a second account all the time, and I just haven't done that in so long. I have like a second Moose Bones account called Moosey B Money that I use just for betting on my own stream. And then, like, that's the account that I lost 80 grand on the one bet. Alright, Siren wins game 1. I-beam, good damage. Ooh, the tongue slap. That's it. Siren wins it. Karazakar and Thanatos DX up next. Boy doing good tonight? Yeah. And, I mean, it's got a really different build, too, than a lot of the other Suezos. All right. Prediction is live. Yodel go. Why does he sound like that? Kind of sounds like a Smiling Friends character that they would like see for like one scene in one episode. 60% on Krausekar. Here we go. I-beam, good damage. Death punch, a little chunk of damage there. What do you expect Living Eyeball to sound like? That's fair. He hasn't spec'd into vocal cords. Oh, the tongue slap. I was gonna say, can you honestly imagine Suezo sounding any different than I remember there was an anime where he actually spoke? Yeah, exactly. And he makes noises on the ranch too. He goes, "Ehehe," like fucking Scooby-Doo. Oh, the tail assault. No, we got an all Suezo winners finals. Look at that. All right. Azorius and Piss Baby up next. Or no, wait. I gotta do Siren and Krausekar first. Serves Joker, right? Well, I mean, if you're a Suezo fan, if you're Jacob, if you get that reference, then, you know, you're sitting pretty tonight. Oh, okay. Predictions live. Who do you guys like? The Suezo or the Suezo? Despite very similar stats, they have very different builds. Jacob, the Discord gif, yeah. You got it. You know what's up. What do we got here? 61% on Krausekar. Here we go. The big chewing. Look at that. Yodel opener? I guess opener is a misnomer. It's like halfway into the match. The tongue slap. Oh, the spit though. Siren's in a pretty good spot. Spit of his own wins game number 1. Game 2, here we go. I-beam doing so much work, but Yodel as like a retaliatory move is pretty good. Puts their guts to 0, basically. Tongue slap finisher. Siren with the 2-0. Into grand finals. Congratulations, Zaf. Alright, now we've got all of our elimination matches. Azorius and Piss Baby up first. Second time in DXBL Grands. Who did you do it with last time? Please, baby. That's a very different monster. Okay, predictions live. Who do you guys like? Do you like the tree or do you like the robot? Against Macho Cyclone Golem? Oh, yeah. Oh, Mementos. Yeah. What do we got? 98%. Oh, no. About 60-40. That's in Azorius' favor. Energy Steel opener. Rolling slash. It misses. Damn. Azorius in trouble here. Hits the leaf cutter. 10 life left. Little alien in his helmet about to be sent back to Jupiter or whatever Melnor came from. Leaf cutter takes it. Game 2, here we go. Ooh, misses the energy steal this time. Twister Slash gonna do huge damage, cut down that tree. Look at that. Game 3. Here we go. Lightning Opener, 77. Good damage. Energy Steal can take it, though. That's exactly what we see. He's back to almost full health. He is 60%. I'm exaggerating a little bit. Ooh. Piss Baby. Doing real good considering he went out round 1. He's going to take it. Quite the run he's on right now. Bitsy and Spitonio. It's the Demon Run and Losers. He's killing it right now. He's doing the Victory Road right now. He's on his way to Viridian City. I guess Victory Road is after. Some people have to lose to get the power up. It's true. They don't know how to work when they're not under the gun, you know? Alright, predictions live. Who do you guys like? Bitsy or yet another Suezo? What do we got? Worst monster running the gauntlet? I mean, he's running into a lot of tanks. It's a very, very good anti-tank monster. There's not actually that many Suezos. There's 4 Suezos, and they're all in top 8. So it was like 4 out of 24, but they all made it. Almost like it's a good build. Alright, 56% on Spitonio. Here we go. Kick. You're about to destroy Team Rocket. Oh my god. With the Piss Baby? So he's got a real good conversion rate. He turns spits into wins. Spin kick. Not enough. Damn, he hangs in there and gets the one shot. 9 seconds left on the clock. Spitonio takes game number 1. Here we go. Game 2. Tail Assault. Huge damage to start things off. Misses the second one. It hits the bite, though. Bitsy gets the grit. Kind of not out of it, despite all things, because, you know, Spitonio needs to land an attack and doesn't have a great chance to hit. Bitsy, one more shot here. Oh my god, the I-Beam's gonna land at 30% to do 1 damage. Holy, dude. You done good so far? Yeah, you've been doing pretty good. Spitonio gonna take that. Thanatos, DX, and Piss Baby. Okay. Joker and Tree. Here we go. Predictions live. Also, thank you guys for hanging out tonight. Super fun night. Really enjoyed this bracket. Will this be the end of Piss Baby? Is this the end of Zombie Shakespeare? 85% on Piss Baby. I think we know who's voting. Yeah. Might just end before midnight. It's going to be pretty close. Bracket reset, I think, is going to determine it. All right, here we go. 62% on Piss Baby. He's got anger. Angry energy steal is insane. Yeah. Oh my god, it misses. It would have been so over if it landed. But Thanatos DX has other plans. Wins it with the Death Slash. Here we go. Game number 2. Death energy. Do we see anger again? No. He's relaxing a little bit. He's maxing on cool. Now he's angry. Angry headbutt, pretty good. Really good withering on that. 2 in a row. He's withered like 20 guts with it. But now he needs something to finish him off. Leaf Gun is not it. It's not going to do it. The crit is nice, but he needs one more. Death Punch going to take it. Thanatos DX puts an end to the tree. Thanatos DX with the 2-0. The Angry Energy Steal was the play. It would have done crazy withering. Pretty Fly and Spatonio up next. All right. Suezo fight. Prediction is live. These guys have more similar builds than like Siren does. Winner of this is guaranteed top 4 along with Thanatos, DX, Karazakar, and Siren. So we're gonna have 3 Suezos in top 4. We had 4 in top 8. We had 4 in top 5. Just like Yoda Withering. It's been doing good, obviously. Alright, 57% on Pretty Fly. Here we go. The Chewing. Big damage there. Tail Assault. Telekinesis. I guess Telekinesis is like the big differentiator here, but it's really not good against the rest of the monsters in the tournament. Everybody left is a tank. So Telekinesis is not going to do it. Not really the play. Just not worth the cost. Tongue Slap 71%. Oh, it's not enough to kill, but he's very close. Tail Assault to finish him off. Spatonio takes that 2-0 real quick. It is interesting that we saw a bunch of different builds for Suezo, though. Alright, Thanatos, DX, and Spatonio. Congratulations to them for making top 4. Prediction is live. Who do you guys like? There's a Joker and 3 Suezos. So, are you, do you have Joker PTSD? Or do you want to see the one monster that's not Suezo win? If Spit wins this, oh, we have 3 pink eyes left? Yeah. Oh, what a tournament, man. 87% on Spatonio. 76 as it closed. Death Cutter, no crit. Death Energy, not really the play there. I-Beam gonna do a huge chunk of damage. Thanatos DX in a little bit of trouble here. Spatonio tanking the way he's supposed to be tanking. Tongue Slap, gonna finish it. One more win, and it's only Suezo Knight. Suezo King of Lightweight? Well, it's rank C. He didn't have to fight a bunch of Rakis. Or many golems. Or what other killers do we have in lightweight? Spatonio gonna take it. It's pink eyes, baby. We are guaranteed to have a pink eye win this tournament. Oh my god, man. Hey, Umi. Thank you for the sub. Very kind of you. Fulgur's in rank B? Maybe. I don't know who is. Suezo Knight. Okay, Karazakar and Spatonio up first. Who fights Siren?
Alright.
Hey, Grimscar, thanks for the follow. Someone say followers? Yeah. All right. Frosty, how you doing over there? Holding it down on YouTube. There's only a couple of you, so I appreciate it. All right. Prediction is live. Thumb is probably rank B. That's the Mochi, right? Or is that the Suezo? No, that's the Suezo. Keeping me in line? Hell yeah. Oh, it's the Mochi, yeah. I think he is. I can look this up. Like, I have access. I don't have it updated with who has won, but yeah, Thumb got a bye. And Characteristic has a chance to win the whole thing again. Last Joe, Fushigi, Stupid Crapface, Kool-Aid, Chomper. Thumb dragging it out. Sir Paws a lot. Miyatoko, Tatami Matt. A lot of good monsters. Holy moly. And then Sussy Germa and the other one that's like Sussy Germa both made the advancing bracket, I'm pretty sure. Okay, here we go. 96% on Karazakar. Rank B sounds pretty diverse. Yeah, there's a lot of different stuff. Purebred Dragon, like, leading the pack is pretty crazy. Spatonio wins game number 1. Dragging it out went like 3 tournaments before it lost a single set, like, against anybody. The double bite, it's enough to kill, but he gets the grit. He's still in it. And then the tongue slap. Spatonio gonna take it. Karazakar, 3rd place. And now we have what is maybe one of the most likely double 9-game brackets I've ever seen in my life. We got Siren and Spatonio. Here we go. It's first to 5 wins in grand finals. Karazakar gets 3rd place. Congratulations. All right. I think that's the obvious difference in, like, when my stream was, like, really popping off during the beginning of DX and now is we would have had that like 1,000 times. Okay, predictions live. Siren only has to win set. Spatonio has to win twice. If you are a fan of Spatonio, you got to keep that in mind. It's got to win at least, well, it has to win 10 games. Spider-Man meme, yeah. Yodel anti-tank option for the win. Yeah, I think it's probably got the advantage for sure. Alrighty, folks, what do we got? As it winds down for Rank C Lightweight Finals, we have 56% of the vote on Spatonio. Here we go. Game 1 of the Championship Finals. Yodel miss at 83. Now, with a very long set, the chance of that happening over and over again goes down. Spatonio wins Game 1, though. Game 2. Here we go. I-beam. Good damage. She's got anger. Angry Yodel. Minus 95 guts. He only had like 30, so he didn't need to do it. But goddamn, dude. Another Yodel here. No guts for you. Gives him anger. Can finish him off first, though. Who's going to swing? Both mons have it. Tongue slap miss at 68. Chewing. Gonna land. Spatonio Oh, the grit. Next hit. Misses the tongue slap, but there's nothing left in the tank. Spatonio goes up 2-0. Game 3, here we go. Yodel opener. Yodel opener might be a little bit better. Oh, he's got Fury now. Look at that. Fury Tail Assault would be huge. Fury anything would be huge. Fury Yodel would be insane. Ooh, Tail Assault. He's got Anger. Angry Tail Assaults. He can keep swinging. He doesn't want to swing, though. Chewing at 90%. It's not going to do enough damage to kill. The Tail Assault missed at 80% again. Spatonio hits the bite. Getting a little lucky. But that is Monster Rancher. Game 3, here we go. Or game 4. Spatonio up 3-0. Spit for a little bit of damage. Makes him angry. He's going to have a big guts lead unless he yodels. He gets ease. Oh my god. Ease on the tank is not even really that good. Oh, but he survives it. Hits the tongue slap. And he's going to win game number 4. So 3-1 going on. Because you can see, even with ease, Spatonio still had like 60% chance to hit, which is terrifying. Huge damage on the chewing there. Tongue slap, not enough to kill. That lower damage output really, like, making a big difference here. He grits it. He can still do something. He only needs to do 50 damage. Tail Assault misses. He hits his own. 3-2. Siren coming back. Game 6. Here we go. Yodel opener. Ton of guts down. The withering is up. Or the anger makes the guts rates up. But Siren has some of its own now. Ooh. Pretty big tail assaults there. The tongue slap, it's not enough to kill. He's got 7 life left. Slight guts advantage. They both have the exact same guts rate, which is understandable, all things considered. Hits the tongue slap. Siren 3-3. Ties it up. Game 7. Here we go. First to 5 wins. And we have a chewing to open things up. Anger immediately. Tongue slap misses at 70%. That is huge. Hits the I-beam with anger. Siren does not get anger off it, but still has a slight lead. Tongue slap. Oh, gonna finish him off. Siren on tournament point. Just like that. Was down 3-0. Now up by 1. 4-3 going into game 8. Here we go. Tongue slap opener. No anger this time. Huge difference from last time. No anger on the retaliation either. Another tongue slap misses at 70%. The bite misses at 72%. They got equal guts. Spatonio with a slight life lead. And he's bringing it to game 10. Just like that. Siren on tournament point. Spatonio on bracket reset point. I guess Siren on championship point. The entire league is over if it wins this. No anger for Siren. Needs something here. Tongue slap at 70%. It lands. And Siren is the DXBL4 lightweight rank C champion. Congratulations, Zaf.
40 pizzas.
Papa John's.
You did it. No bracket reset. Siren finishes it. Puts on a show. But that's it. So, we got through 2 brackets tonight, and it's 10 minutes to midnight. And we have an ad happening during this, so I apologize if you're not subbed. Only took 3.5 years to win attorney. Hell yeah, man. Let's go. Congratulations. Let's take a look at the standings. Okay. So, Siren, undefeated. 5 wins, no losses. Spatonio, lost pretty early. Big run back. Krasakar, only lost to Siren and Spatonio. Thanatos, DX, again, only losing to Suezos. Piss Baby with the big run after losing round 1. Congratulations to him, making top 5. Or top 6, I should say. Pretty Fly as well. Azorius and Bitsy rounding out top 8. And then Cyborg, Rip the Whip, The Mold, and Try Dodging just missing top 8 by a small margin. Try dodging. How did this happen? I'm kind of... I'll have to take a look and see how he made it with 1 win and 2 losses, but it happens sometimes. Doc Wild, James Pond, Lame Marvis, Charlie Ollie, Wayward Sun, Big Mike Quiddis, Notatomo, Pink, Recoil Rex, Stinky, and Tactical Nuke. Unfortunately, not making that top 8 either, but, you know, it is what it is. Let's see... happened. Notatomo. Or was or Cyborg? No, Cyborg was 2 wins. Was I looking at it wrong? Try dodging is what I'm looking for. Try dodging had a bye. And it won, and then it lost to Thanatos. Oh, okay. Rip the Whip did the same, though, didn't it? Oh, no, it didn't have the first buy. That's right. Okay, I see what happened. Yeah, it's fine. Good omen for your combo breaker run. Well, congrats on winning, man. Awesome. Very fun night. I enjoyed myself. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself, too. I gotta sleep, though. I'm sleepy. Let's raid somebody. That's the first night of the DXBL finals. Super enjoyable. I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Let's see. Anyone playing Monster Rancher? Dro was here earlier, so we can always raid him if no one's playing Monster Rancher. Whatever, let's just raid Dro then. Alright. So, I will see you guys soon. I'm gonna try and stream some more because I want to do more monsters modding and fun stuff like that. And then you know, obviously we're gonna be doing some more Monster Rancher 3 as well. But yeah, I'm gonna get some sleep. Goodbye. I'll see you. I'll let you know when I'm going live next.